Hello. Welcome to our usual Tuesday streaming slot. Not exciting. Brand new Tuesday streaming slot. I was 50-50 about it. I just decided it made sense. I was 10 minutes late today. So... but it will improve now over the next, like, 2 weeks. We'll get more time, basically. Tuesdays are going to be better for me over the next 2 weeks. Going forward. It's just a very, very busy this week and last week. To the extent that I'm eating baguette. So. No, I'm not too bad. Just lots of talking. Yeah, we kind of broke that New Year's resolution. Hello, brother. So, we got Amius to do today. I got some gear cleansing to do for the artifact enhancement. I really want to clear out some forge because I've got all this magisteel that I can't claim. Right. I literally have like 1,000 magisteel that's just sitting there because I have no space. I've no soulstones. We summoned it. If you haven't seen the video, go check the video out. Very cool. We did upgrade our Teox, which is great. Which is really cool. Yeah, but I got to clear out some... it's not too bad, but I just need to, like, upgrade stuff and clear it out, and the forgings obviously can take some space. My Freya stockpile, can't see it here, but... Freya stockpile, 14 sacred shards, looking good for the deck of fate that we're going to get. So the Freya stockpile is looking healthy. Even though this is quite good for Harem, I'm not going to bait it, you know. Yep, you can. You can post anywhere in the Discord. That's exactly right, Bods. You've got it perfectly lined. So, let's just clear out 2 of our additional ones here. I suppose we start making our way now up to Soul Cross. Marius comes in here now. Yeah, I'm not pulling shards until I see the Freya deck of fate. I just know it'll be a mistake, so. And pretty much, I think you need about 20, and I'm gonna have about 20, so I'll be looking good, basically. Probably like 20 with a bit of top up. Hey Lillian. Ooh. Wow, this Arix does not want to die. I kind of like Deck of Fate events, and the only reason why I like them is often you can get a lot of something for nothing, and often if you go all in, you can get some good chains on the greens and then repay it. I kind of like it. I feel like sometimes it is better than a Hero's Path, because the Hero's Path is often like you're forced to go in specific directions even though you don't want to. That's an annoying one. Okay. Wow, this is just going to be annoying. Because I have no damage dealer. It's not going to be long, I just have no damage dealer. So... I should probably put a soul on my Asuga. Like, we can probably put in auto. I doubt they kill anyone. This one's going to be a nice long run. Here we go. So, how is everyone's CBC going? It's non-personal, so it's always a bit casual. Is the Soul going to be a Titan event? Who knows? I would imagine yes, because they tend to go Titan event when it's a bigger deal. Am I ever going to kill anyone here? No idea. Maybe. Oh, they might kill a Paladin here. What? They might kill a Paladin. It's looking a bit ropey. Oh, do I not have a damage dealer for this thing? Surely you're built for some sort of damage, right? Brigade Carnage. Yeah, Carnage is built. Wow. Honestly, I don't know if I can bother. You know, I can't bother with this. I'll do it another time. Like, what an awful stage that is. Yeah, he is. They all are. But even then, it's like single target, right? It just, they've made a restriction there. There's just no damage dealers, which is crazy. And probably if I built a Suga for damage, it could probably do some decent one. But yeah, like, can I be bothered to build it? No. Yeah, I use Carnage a lot. Once I get the Soul on Carnage, he'll be really good. I use him in Arena for a lot of things. Because the thing is, his aura is very valuable. It's one of the strongest ones. I use him a lot with Marius, if I'm being honest. Like, he's quite a... I use him frequently with Marius. Because obviously, once you get the Enfeeble out with... his block active, block passives, it becomes quite strong. What soul would you put on Carnage? I mean, eventually Rend, but even then, Rend is not that important because he gets 100% true damage on his passive form anyway. Honestly, I have to be careful here. I would say probably Nature's Wrath is potentially just really strong. Oh, nice. So probably like Nature's Wrath. I mean, you could go for something like Ward of the Fallen. Depends. Life Harvest in Arena is quite strong. It depends how you do it, right? But the biggest thing you want from his blessing is not the blessing, it's the stats. Right? Carnage benefits more from these stats than anyone else in the game, in my opinion. It's the strongest one. You could go Roots as well to get rid of Stone Skin. This 90 accuracy plus 45% crit damage is so much strength for him. And then he gets the extra 750 defense and like about 10,000 HP to mitigate his really quite squishy base form. His alternate form is quite squishy. So it just helps mitigate that problem. So a 6-star soul or a 5-star soul on him is a lot of damage. Yeah. If you're in Hydra, you always go Crushing Rend at 6 stars. It's just better. It's... I mean, Wukong doesn't have block revive. Wukong doesn't have block passive spells. It's not a damage check, it's a feature check. In a single hit, Wukong probably does more damage. Potentially. But if you can layer up debuffs, you can do true damage, right? So I didn't want to... I did not want to buy that. Thank you very much. Thank you. I think in a feature combat, it's kind of like that's what you're comparing. What even is this rotation? Oh, it's a rough one. Oh, it's a Fushan one. Okay, it's a Fushan one. All right, we're back to Fushan one-shotting. Okay. We need ally attack. Need ally attack. Wait, is Teox in here? Teox must be hit. Teox. Ooh, here we go. Whew. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. We need ally attack. Ally attacks. Buffs. Positive effects. Ally attack. Oh, look. Pedripe. Oh, look. Let's have that. And then we need... decreased attack. Decreased defense. We can... I have no idea the rotation. We're going to have to figure the rotation out. Oh, well, that's not helpful. I'll check gear. Yeah, see, he's lost his crit damage gloves, so... we broke him a bit, so now we just need to basically bring him back to reality. Crit damage in a cruel set, which we don't have. So, who did we steal the gloves from? It's gonna be one of these fellow people. It's probably Rhonda, if I'm being honest. Or it might be even him. Actually, he's a pretty good fit, so we'll take that. What's this? That's kind of good. What's this? And that's kind of meh. Really? 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 God, I need to find some space. Anyone with a... see, this is what I need to destroy. I might just use one of my free root gears and start destroying some stuff. Okay, that gets him back up to a good value. Honestly, I might just use Romanchu. Hey, Drayden. Whoa, see what I mean? See how much damage we can do here? Okay, so I think I know the flow. We'll do this. Ally attack. Ally attack. Ally attack. And that's the flow, right? Ally attack. So, like, that's all we need to do. And we just need to get lucky. Okay, we just need to get lucky. So we speed up. Honestly, I think we can just do this. The only thing I don't know is if I do... I should be fine. We can do this because it's going to heal anyway. So we'll build up some attack. Oh, double hit. That's fine. Boom. Okay, now we debuff. Bum, 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 bum. Put some... oh, we need to ally attack. A1. Oh, that was a big hit. It's close. We just got a few. It's just going to have to be a few, right? That's all we need, right? Just a few hits. The flow is good. So we boost. A1. Might as well just throw that out there. Get some increased attack. Whatever. It's going to heal anyway, so it doesn't really matter at this point. Okay, you extra turn. Okay, well, that was unfortunate. I reduced his cooldown. That was unfortunate. So, extra turns on like this is not great. Because that reduced cooldown, even though it didn't, which is fun. Look out, see what I mean? Look. The only problem is all of my champions are built for things like Fire Knight and Hydra, so they're all designed to basically like reduced cooldown, which is a real problem. Like that was not helpful. Oh, that nearly killed me. That's fun. Wait, why did you... Oh, that was a big hit. Here we go. Oh, we didn't get the second big hit. Damn. Really? What are you fishing for? Multi-hit A1s. So how many shards do you need for Summon Rush? Well, if you need the Summon Rush, it's probably about 6 Sacreds, to, like, normally is enough. If you want the Deck of Fates, you need 20. See, this is like not ideal. See, it's dumb. There's nothing to reduce. So dumb. So dumb. Yeah, we just messed that rotation up. Thor's A1 is the same, but it's weaker. It is weaker. It was nice of him to reset that cooldown. Really appreciated that. Oh, nearly killed him, that did. Okay, we A1. Decrease defense. Ally attack. It's these hits that I need, like, rolls on, which I'm not getting. It'll take a while, but... there's like 4, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 opportunities to get multiple hits in this build. So this one's actually quite a lot of, it should take a lot less than we have done in the past. Okay, well, we reduced too much cooldown here. It's probably going to be a problem, we'll find out. Oh. Alright. Boost. Decrease defense weaken. Ally attack. See what I mean? We got first chunk there. That was good. Next one. 1 hit. Ally attack. It's where we need the like multi-hits here. Didn't get any, see? So the fact we didn't get any there is going to cause us problems. So... just gotta roll the dice. I mean, technically speaking, it's probably better to run the lizard over Romantu. Only reason why is 6-star, which would be stronger. Okay, we got a poison. That's going to help. We didn't get decreased defense. Sucks. Okay, here we go. Hey, Almighty Dobby. We're doing well. We're doing well. Boom, boom, boom. Beautiful. Boom. Okay. Hey, Maddie. How's it going? Oh, damn. Teox died. If he crits on that hit, it can do a lot of damage, but it's only fine. I doubt tag team will ever change now. Tag team is a done concept. They might go back and revise some of it, but I doubt they'll do much effort. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm alive. That's why I like to look at things these days. I'm not dead. I'm alive. It won't. Exactly right. I woke up. I didn't die. It's great. Debuffs. Ally attack. Oh, that was a big hit. See how we chunked that? What we really need is like 2 hits here. Like that. There we go. There we go. Oh, that was beautiful. So many hits. Okay, this is the one. This is the one. One more time. With a beautiful destruction force. Fushan strike force is complete. It just took one moment. See? Sorry, I'm answering questions, son. To answering people. GG, see? It was like 10 minutes. Wasn't too bad, really. Compared to the last time, it was a lot quicker. I don't think barbarians are in this rotation, are they? We'll summon the remnant now. We'll see what we get. What do we get here then? Holy batshit, that's nuts. Jesus Christ, that's nuts. Holy my god. Jeez. If this quad rolls HP, I'm gonna cry inside. I think so, Omaya. That was not so good though, because then I really better stats, but it's kind of enough. It was not bad. We're going to see what it's going to be in a moment. What else we got going on here? Sacred Order, attack ring. We don't really care about these. Oh, that's nice. Crit damage with accuracy. Could be quite good. All right, we got to see what these gloves are going to be like, right? Oh, what's this? You're being moody, cat. Well, that was depressing. Let's find some better music. It's depressing now. Let's go for some of this. Or not. Let's go for like this sounds fun. All right then. Are we ready for it? Okay, it's fine. That's good. That's not so great. All right, okay. Crit damage, crit damage, crit damage, crit damage. Oh, yes. Oh, it's great. It's beautiful. It's... Oh, feels good inside, doesn't it? It feels so good inside. Do you know what? Oh, just fully max it out. Fully, let's go crazy. Fully max it out. Beautiful. It's absolutely glorious. Oh, okay, I'm not racing another one of those. Thank you, Ramius. That was great. Beautiful. How perfect is that roll, though? That's a 3, so 4. Was it 25 divided by 4? It's quite high roll as well, actually. That's like 6.25 average. It's quite high roll. The rolls are actually quite good. So we're like... We lost 1 speed, 2 crit rate, and I think 3 attack. It's not too bad, actually, considering. It's quite good. It's rolled quite good. $28 should be the max, yeah. So I'm quite happy with that. Who would I give it to? Who wouldn't I? It's like one of the. It's probably one of my strongest crit damage gloves in my account now. If we look at how many crit damage gloves that have crit damage primary, crit rate, speed, and attack percent in my entire account, 15. Okay. For an attack-based damage dealer, 15 that match that. Not bad. What about Savage and Cruel? Right, we got a Reflex one, which is okay. It's got more speed. This one's in my clan boss. This one shouldn't even exist. We have a really poor roll. Poor rolls. Poor roll. This one's pretty good. Across the board. Very similar piece. This one is, depending on how this would roll, is the speed variant of that. But this is a more powerful set. So this is like my best attack-based crit damage gloves in my entire account now. Compared to that, right? That's very similar. But low roll, because that should be 14%. Very low roll. That one's quite good. So now we need to decide who it's going to go on, but yeah. That's powerful. It's crazy. Hey Bronco, we just rolled a giga piece of gloves. Just rolled a giga piece of gloves from Amius. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I just need to look at it a bit more. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. I don't know what I've got Teox in. It could be. You got 6-star chest in Supersonic. Nice. Stuck on S18. Oof. Yeah, it's nasty. Quad roll speared. Nice. That's really good. That's really good. Yeah, sorry, crits. My bad. Honestly, the best part about this, 0. 0. That's the only amazing part of this is 0. Compared to like this, which we don't even want to talk about anymore. This one's hurting my eyes at this point. So I don't wonder if it's worth it. Ugh. Anyway. Time for us to get our epic. Here we go. Veruca that Maruka. Amazing. All that effort. Worth it. One of these days, this is going to give me something, but it won't be anything of worth. I guarantee you it'll give me a Garl just to piss me off. Oh, I need 5 more. We get a chest tomorrow. Wait, will we get it tomorrow? Probably one more day. Unless I can get 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, tomorrow. Well, on reset, I can get a chest. So if we're still streaming on reset, we'll get a chest. That's exciting. That's exciting. Imagine we get a 6-star soul straight out of that chest. That'd be hilarious. Yeah, this rotation is quite clearable. So, I might push to clear it. Because it looks potentially clearable. S14, let's have a look. Yeah, that's going to be annoying, to be fair. That'll be the worst one. That'll be annoying, actually, to be fair. So maybe that's a blocker. Hey, look, if you got the lads, you can do it in 14 turns. Or Galathir, right? Those are the days. I suppose we should do some live arena then. Why not? No, I didn't finish last rotation. No. Okay, Armand's this. Quick question, Jintura, to do 3-1 with my foot, does he need the same speed as a ninja in the same role? No, it will be a different speed tune because he gets more turn meter on his passive. So you need to reconfigure it. It's a different speed tune, Omar. So you're going to need to find different speeds because of his passive. It's quite annoying. Just got a 6-star soul for Corvus today, using him in my clan boss. Crushing Rend would not be good for clan boss. Nature's Wrath or Phantom Touch would be the way I would go. If he doesn't do attack, though, I don't know if Corvus is attack based, I would go Nature's Wrath. But Rend is not going to benefit you in in Clan Boss. His defense is too low. There's no value in ignoring it. Unless you can get to true damage. That's the only time that Rend is going to be worth it in a Clan Boss situation. If you can get to true damage, then you are looking good. If you can't, then I would suggest no. I'm going to get one popped by the monkey, knowing my luck. Jintoro, I prefer in Clan Boss because I feel like Jintoro doesn't have much use outside of Clan Boss and he's just excellent in Clan Boss. So on the balance of it, it's better. Who's better here? Probably just go fast. Get polymorphed, which is beautiful. Throw that out there. Oh, nice. We provoked. Hey, we got rid of Stone Skin. Hey, look at that. Oh, we lost polymorph. Excellent. Fear comes out now. No, okay. Boost is going to screw me over. The boost is going to screw me over. I'm going to lose now because of this. The polymorph is going to cost me the victory because what's going to happen, she's going to double boost and I'm going to get Wukong one shot against the Shu Zhen. Because she came back from polymorph, she's going to be on half HP, which means it's going to be a massive explosion damage, and that is what was going to happen. Welcome to why polymorph is bad for this game, because I'm losing. I'm not losing because of any particular champion. I'm losing because of polymorph. Phenomenal, isn't it? I'm literally losing because of polymorph. And she's going to switch form now and reset. And I've lost because of polymorph because she's going to cleanse the provoke. Brilliant. I just love it. No, I haven't lost because of UDK. I've lost because of polymorph. Because it basically gave her... It gave Wukong free damage. That's why I lost. What has Uko got to do with it? Uko has nothing to do with it. But I literally lost because the polymorph brings you back at half health. So effectively, it just gives you... It gave Wukong free damage. It's got nothing to do with Uko. I don't know what. Uko in stun. Uko's in stun, yeah. But Uko being sheeped is not what I... No, that's not what cost me the loss. The Shu Zhen polymorph is what I'm saying is cost me the loss. And the reason why I say that is because... the reason why I'm saying the Shu Zhen cost me, it's Shu Zhen came back on half health, which gave Wukong's A2 massive amounts of damage, and there's no way recovering from that. That's why I'm saying I lost from. It's got nothing to do with the Uko. I lost because of the extra damage that Wukong had. Because it meant that he could do excess damage to kill my horse, which would have taken a turn. And as soon as Marius got another turn, I would have won, because I would have killed the Arbiter. But yeah. That's why. Wow, they gave me Armands. That is brave to give me Armands. No, because she converts speed into accuracy. So just build her with an accuracy banner that's fast and you will have enough. Yeah, I mean, it's a double-edged sword because people can come back on full HP, right? Or like 50% HP, which is preferable. But yeah. Like, they're probably going to be faster than me. He's going to lock me out. I didn't really think about this. That is actually a bit of a problem. Let's try put... Okay, well, I'm probably going to lose now because I wasn't quicker than his Warlord. I was hoping the Mikage would be faster. Buff gives me the turn meter and it'd be fine, but... see if I can reset someone. Damn it. Why does that reset never work when you need it to? A bit of a 2 meter boost. He's dead. Oh, he's put back on cooldown. Okay, that's 2 A1s without locking out cooldown. Three. That's 4. How many more A1s does Ancora need to do to get me a turn? He's going to block revive my mans. Wow. Great start. It's a fast warlord, to be fair. There's nothing I can do, really. It's just a fast warlord. Will you get down? Come on, you're being annoying tonight, cat. Honestly. Cat, you are being really annoying. I probably should have taken out his Arbiter. It's going to be faster than me, maybe? Maybe not. I got a banner. Oh, she loves it, my cat. She loves it. Nice. Easy. We're back in the game. Easy win. I wonder how many times our mans must be first picked in arena before they nerf our mans, right? I wonder how many times. No, they'll never nerf it. Wow. My god, he's got 6-star everyone. Well, this is GG. Let's go with... It's probably GG, but we'll see what happens. We need to pick a second reviver, I think. If he doesn't have full 6-star... Oh, I'm disappointed in him. I'm super disappointed. Where's the full 6-star? Just disappointed. Trollolol. Mine's, I think she's like 2... I think she's like 280 speed, 850 resistance. Something like that. She's like really strongly built. Hey, Acrobat. No, nobody knows what's going on. Like, he just decided to enfeeble everyone. I've no idea why, but Marius just decided to enfeeble everyone. For some weird reason that nobody really knows. Let's get rid of... you. Thank you. Oh no. What could he possibly do? I'm not sure Loki's got enough. Like... like buffs, you know? I think Loki's just it's got not enough. Oh. Oh, the Enfeeble is ruining him right now. Oh, look. Spread debuffs. Enfeeble on everyone. It's so wrong. This is so dirty. Ah, oh, poor guy. Yeah, Loki's booked. He's kind of a bit, like, can't do anything. He kind of can't do anything. Destroyed by Loki. Although, there's still a chance, you know. Because you can get a revive cycle out, so there's still hope. Like, she'll revive, so... I mean, they died again, but there was hope. There's a very brief glimmer of hope. Man, Loki screwed him over hard there. Not gonna lie. How am I liking Loki? He's very situational. The only reason why I brought him in there is because he brought Sify and Shuzhen. And I've got him in Supersonic. So I knew that I would be able to get him to cut in. That's the only reason why I used him in that situation, because I know he's in Supersonic. And they were going to bring increased speed, increased block debuffs. Like, you saw how many buffs they had. So I was like, it's easy. It's going to be easy, right? It's just going to give me loads of buffs. So, but I was also incredibly lucky with Enfeeble. If I didn't get Enfeeble out on, like, Alaz or the Sequin, I would have been dead, so... So we always got to remember, there's certain value to certain things. Oh, why is Narcissus not here? Can I be a Padraigan 9 protection? You think it's worth it? Yeah, I do. Padraigan protection would be worth it because every single time he takes a turn, he puts a buff out and he puts continuous heals. And if you can extend those continuous heals, you can put more. So yes. Like, in this situation here, it's probably not advisable for me to go Loki. And the reason why is he's not going to buff enough for me to be able to intervene. Because I'm going to have to, unless he picks, like, more double buffers, I won't go Loki here because it's not worth it. I need to secure somehow the survival of my team if I have to ban it. Right, he's gone Warlord, so... I probably have to go anti-lockout. Now, the answer to anti-lockout normally is this. Because what we'll do is he'll probably ban Shuzhen, and then we'll use Ancora and Nekret's passives to basically cycle. And we'll use Marius's A1 to try and counter the fact that he's going to get locked out. So that'll give him an instant A1 and try to use his Enfeeble. So what we're going to try and do here is try to counter the lockout by basically bringing anti-lockout mechanics, which is cooldownables, low cooldowns, Enfeeble. Because they don't really have any protection. Right, so... The moment Warlord does his A3 and tries to drop his turn meter, he doesn't roll his 70%. That's, of course, going to happen because that's the reality that we live in today, right? When Warlord... When you don't want Warlord to drop turn meter, he never does. When you want him to, he actually doesn't drop turn meter. My God. My God. Oh, well. Kind of appreciate him getting me out of sheep. That was helpful. She has arrived. I actually don't want to kill him right now, but I will start whacking you for some damage. The only thing I've got a risk right now is he just basically one-pops my Marius and kills me. Like, basically what he had. But the decreased attack is okay. It's going to slow him down. It'll kill the Marius. Oh, it didn't. Oh, it did. Wait, it didn't. Wait, what? Okay, apparently Sorry didn't kill it. I'm not really sure why. He's probably going to kill Nekret. Or that. Don't really know why that is. Decreased attack again. Lovely. Marius is so close. Oh, you're dead. Now we're dead because it's going to A2. Oh, he doesn't have it. I mean, we're alright. As long as we don't get whacked by Fatalis' A3. Oh, we got an extra turn. Oh god, here we go. This is the problem now, Fatalis' A3. As long as I didn't get whacked by Fatalis' A3. Does his A2 give him an extra turn or something? Damn it. Does his A2 give him an extra turn? Oh, it's A1. Oh, wow. I lost to 20%. I literally lost to 20%. Oh, man. Because as long as he didn't do that, it was okay. That was painful, I'm not going to lie. Because what I would have done, I would have revived, got the revive up, and then killed them. Yeah, I would have done, because Fatalis' damage sucks. So, it took him like 3 attempts to kill anyone. Marius would have just got rid of the shield duration, though. So, Marius would have just reduced the duration of shield, and then killed him. So, I'm good. That was just annoying. Because I literally lost to 20%. The extra turn killed Ancora and it ruined the team plan then. Because even if Ancora lived and Narcissus died, I would have revived and Narcissus would have got his A2 back. He ignores shields. No, I would have destroyed him. Trust me. I would have destroyed him. But I needed Marius to breach the shield because Marius would have reduced the shield duration. We were just unfortunate. The 20% killed me, so. Oh, Fenax. Exotic. We are going to bring Loki here because they've got a lot of buffers. So. People think Fatalis is good. Fatalis is trash. And I'll tell you why Fatalis is trash. It took him 3 attempts to even get anywhere near killing me. It takes too long. The only reason why he won was that extra turn. Because I would have revived, and then that would have given me Marius, and that would have killed everyone in the team, and then if he killed one other person, I would have just been able to finish him off with someone else. Because Marius would have reduced the skill duration. That's the difference. Marius would have reduced the shield duration, and once he loses his shield, he dies, so... I just died to 20%. It happens, right? Just want to get rid of that. Beautiful. No, I'm saying he's bad because he has no damage. So it takes him too long to kill you, Ranesh. Normally, he would have lost that if I had a better team setup. Oh, Didums. Thanks for your Termia. Well, he died. All right. Round 2. How many more times do I have to kill this team? That's a bit annoying, actually. Revive on death. Well, I can't really steal any buffs, so... That protection has ruined me a little bit, but the Veil will help me. As long as Fenax can't target Marius, we're okay. If he kills anyone else, I don't really care. Well, you died. Getting there. Bit by bit, we are slowly killing them. It's just taking a while. Oh. Who's next on the chopping block? Like, he's probably not got enough damage because he's no increased attack and no debuffs, so Fernax is not going to do very well here. Fernax needs to just basically hit someone and... Why would you hit the stone skin guy? Of all people, right now you probably want to ally attacker. Alright, well you killed him. Good, you got the debuff. Congrats, you're dead. Nice, don't you? Okay, well, apparently not quite yet. Now he's dead. There we go. Worthy attempt. Wait, why did I claim that? Oh man, I got library repulse. Worthy attempt. Worthy attempt. Yeah, like Fernax Necra is the correct way to play. He played everything perfectly well. The problem is Marius is very strong into that team because he picked 2 mythicals, right? So he could never change form because Marius would just dump on him. So he kind of just lost based on the merits that he couldn't change form. So, but he played it absolutely perfectly, right? You put Necra into Fernax, Necra ally attacks to place the debuff, and then he ally attacks. So if he'd got a bit lucky, he would have. I wouldn't have. I think he was thinking, can I kill her through Stone Skin? Like the petrification. The problem is the petrification just reduces too much of your damage. So when you attack a petrification, you're going to deal less damage. Is the problem. So. We're probably going to lose this one. The only good news is I don't actually have to pick Marius here if I don't want to, because they're not... What are they going to do? Like, if I pick this, they're going to ban our mans, right? So, they'll ban our mans or Shujen. Either way, I will get Narcissus. If they ban my Narcissus, I'll probably just turn me to control them to death. So it's not a problem. So, yeah, mine's in 9P Slayer. With Bomb 190 hard, if I'm using Annabelle, is it easier to deal with bombs by going fast, regen, and try to build high resistance? You'll never build enough resistance. You need like 900 resistance, so I would build fast. Alright. I feel like I just want to take Jorgit out because he's the win condition here. Because I got Ancora. So as long as I A2 Narcissus, Ancora will take the freeze, so I can never be debuffed with Torment. So the goal here would be normally to go first, but I didn't really factor in the fact that I should have just banned Arbiter. That was a mistake I made. I should have banned Arbiter because now Arbiter's going to go first because she's got a 6-star banner that's going to destroy my aura, so she will definitely beat my speed. Which means it'll be boost into nuke. So now it just depends on how strong this ally attack damage is going to be. Ideally, I wanted to just kill my Shujen. I don't want it to leave anyone on low HP because it just makes Wukong do so much damage. She's going to change form. She's going to try and crowd control, is she? She's going to try and stun me. I think that was a mistake, but we'll find out. It depends on if he hits Helm Smasher. If this goes, it hits Helm Smasher. Yeah, Helm Smasher. Oh, they need to stop these excess damage multipliers. That's always a 50-50. If the Wukong hits Helm Smasher, he's dealing true damage, which means you lose. Just the reality of the situation you're in, right? The mistake I made is I banned the wrong person. I should have banned the Arbiter, gone first, one-shot them, GG. That would have been the better way to do it, but I lost. Mistake. It was my mistake. Which one is overall better use? Harima, for sure. Harima's stronger in Hydra, and she's stronger in Arena right now. Instant pick. Okay, cool. We're going to pick Loki, and then what we're going to do is we're going to pick Aronda. I mean, she's not the best, but I'm just saying, compared to Rota, she's way better. Red board is mythical champions. They're like, they have 2 forms. You can like metamorph them. Honestly, he's the problem. We'll get rid of him. I know I shouldn't be getting rid of mythical champions when I'm in this setup, but it's fine. So I need to think now. I don't have to worry about Siegfried. I probably shouldn't have banned Siegfried, if I'm being honest. So I'm going to just do this. Get some turn meter going. I'm going to take away your turn meter. Then we're going to start softening people up. Try and get rid of Stone Skin. Like so. Damn, she was faster. That's fine. Because I should, unless it's Narcissus. Oh, the Enfeeble's great. Just A3. Victory. Speed still wins the game. Most of the time. Speed will always win. Yeah, I was thinking that, Curry. But to be honest, it was probably the right decision just because he was the only one that could stop me just from, like, one-shotting with Marius. Because Marius's damage is quite strong with Slayer. Because if you get 3 Slayer procs, like, you're doing a lot of damage. You're not capped on max HP, so you can easily do, like, 100% of someone's health because you repeat the damage over and over and over again. So that's what you got to be, like, mindful of. We'll kind of run that back. That was pretty good. But speed, when I say it's speed meta is back, I mean because if you run speed, you will win. If you're faster, 9 times out of 10 you will win because you have control of the fight. If you have control of the fight, you win. The moment you start losing control is when you will notice you will lose those fights. Like once Armand gets control of the fight, you're probably never going to win again. You have to have like very good RNG, like a counter attack into an enfeeble or like you double crit or someone hits you for some crazy damage or something like that to basically break it. Yeah, Marius missions are a bit annoying. No, I rebuilt her, Nathan. I rebuilt it. Okay. I mean, I can literally force the ban here by bringing Lydia. I could pick Lydia to stop the Cardinal, and then he has to ban Lydia. But or I could just ban the Cardinal. Don't really know what this... I don't really know what he's going for. Right now, I'm probably going to ban Ancora. And just wait out the damage. You're in gold 4. Next free gear removal will be a couple of weeks yet. So I'm going to ban the Ancora. Because quite frankly, I am not afraid of the Cardinal. I don't really understand why he's picked those two. Because I know what he wants to do with Cardinal. Maybe he's just picked it for the aura banner. That's very possible as well. Because that gives a 35% aura. They won't go before me. Not really sure why we have done this. Try it. It's worth a shot. It's not going well. I kind of had no choice. She's going to revive with full turn. He's going to one-shot me. She's actually probably going to win because I actually don't have much of an answer. Just get an AoE. I'm going to try and break it, basically. It's kind of annoying. That double freeze is actually super annoying. That double freeze is actually going to cost me this win. Well played. That double freeze is going to cost me the win. You know, sometimes this is the thing, right? Sometimes crazy strategies are good because it just threw me off my game. Because I was like, how do I deal with the Cardinal? Because I'm not used to dealing with the Cardinal. And I'm like, I'm overthinking the problem. I should just AoE'd and gone through it twice. But yeah, sometimes you just overthink it, so... Plus, I got double frozen on the wrong place, if that makes sense. Like, I got double frozen with on my 2 damage dealers. So, she had Aura, 6-star Aura. Yeah, I should have realized what they were going for, Curry. You're not wrong. Again, but sometimes you think, oh, well, you know, it's a Cardinal. It's easy enough to beat. Whatever, you just put this. I should have just ignored it, so... But sometimes putting them in can throw you off. Right, he's going to go boost. I'm going to bring Loki here. I'm going to take away his Armands. And the reason why I'm bringing Loki, it's boost into boost. The only risk you've got with this setup is, will I lose everything because of Romantu? So I have to be very careful with Romantu. I need to take him out pretty quickly. Because if Romantu gets block passive skills on me, I'm in trouble. So... Yeah, you're not wrong, Hamo. That's probably the better way. Oh, wow, I'm faster. All right. I'm just going to take her turn meter. So we want to try and get rid of stone skins. And then start doing this. Okay, well that was awkward. And this is why I was a bit of afraid. Because now it's like, I can't spread debuffs. So I have to put block passes, the Veil on me. That's why that was a problem. I lost the Veil. And Harima now probably is going to one-shot my Shuzhen. Oh wait, when that one. That's a mistake. I should not have done that. Yeah, it's fine. Just waste that. Man, Polymorph is such a problem. Also, I got the resets on the wrong champion as well. His A2 is going to hurt now. There we go. It's fine. We're not over yet. It's looking pretty rough. You actually should have slept my pony, but it's okay. Ah, it's not quite enough. It's not quite enough. It's not enough. This was what I was afraid of. It's just a lot of output of damage. And it just wasn't quite enough. Okay, that's fair. It's well played. That's what I was afraid about the Romantu. He was going to take the block. He was going to take the Veil away from Loki. I feel like Loki's best and worst problem is his Veil. It doesn't at the moment, Reaper. No, Jonathan, because Geo scales on the boss's damage, and the boss's damage scales incredibly high, so no, it would not. No, it wasn't cool there, to be honest. The problem was the Romantu. I probably should have taken the Romantu away. He was the only threat to me. Because the moment I lost the Veil, Loki loses his strength. Loki is, like, literally tied to do, like, he's tied... Wow, he didn't start with the mans. That was a mistake. Like, he's really, really closely tied to his Veil. So, you want the sheep again? No, you don't want sheep. We don't want sheep. We hate sheep. But yeah, so... I feel like... There's the free spot left. The sheep told this in the CCs, yeah. But yeah, that's the only thing I have with Loki is he's tied to... Oh, that Hegemon's a bit of a problem. He's tied to the Veil buff. So if he loses Veil, he loses like significant amounts of his strength. So that's the only downside. I actually want to take away that. I'm not too worried about the Hegemon because if he nukes me, he won't kill my team and he'll just give me 2 meter. And if not, I'll just cleanse it. You gotta be careful with some Hegemons. They are quite strong these days. But yeah. Like, what's he gonna do? He can't put anything on my Amans. So he can A1 or you do damage, and he's just not gonna do the damage. So now I can just basically... Sometimes that works and other times it does not. And now we win. Because Amans has got control. To sleep. Well, you wanted sheep, you've got sheep. Yeah. I apologize. He got Amans. And that's what I mean. Once Aman gets control of the fight, very hard to win. It's very hard to beat that. Once he takes control of the fight, you're going to lose most of the time. Oh, we're fighting M. It's like 007 over here. M's going to pick Amans. And then M's going to pick Arbiter, Wukong, or Siphi. Or Harima. One of those two will be picked. Oh! Oh, he's exposing. We're going crazy over here. Double Cluckfest. One of these will be Siphi, though, or Arbiter, I think. For sure, Siphi or Arbiter. If he picks 2 more Mythicals, he's stupid. Shouldn't pick any more Mythicals in this team. Unless he's willing to ban Marius, but then I'll win from speed, so... There you go, I said Harima would come up. Is that Stone Skin Baron? It's gonna have to be, surely. It's gonna be a Stone Skin Baron, surely. Hey. Hey. I think it's gonna be a Stone Skin Baron. I'm pretty sure it's going to be. It's going to be a very fast Harima, whatever, Crixia, or whatever happens. I don't think I'm going to win this one. My gut tells me I'm not going to win this one, because I think there's too many variables that I can't control. Yeah, it's Stone Skin Baron. I thought it was going to be. He's probably just going to one-shot me. Come on now. Lock. Reset. I never get the A1 reset when I need it, which is really frustrating. It really is. When I need the reset, I just never get it. Well, that was good, though. Gotta watch out for the Cluckfest, but Baron's just gonna one-shot me, so I'm not really, like... Baron will one-shot me and win here. Boop. I knew that was gonna come. I had a feeling he was in Stone Skin I'd lose, so... That's just a result not getting to pick first, because he's got, Amans. Oh man, I don't get to pick first again. So that was just unfortunate, basically. Because the Baron was always going to kill me. The only thing that would have helped is if I'd reset one of my abilities to get a turn, but what can you do? I can't really get above 4150 at the moment, so don't worry. This is what I kind of like stay around 50% win rate. What do we got? He's gonna ban Shujen, and I'll lose, but it's fine. Oh, he didn't. Interesting. I'll win this though. Unless he's in quad stone skin, surely I win because I just take away his stuff. I mean, the concept is not bad, Bronco. It's implementation. If you basically had one sheep per fight, you don't lose your stats, and it only rolls, and only one blessing is active at the same time. It's pretty balanced. The problem is you can have as many as you want in the fight. You lose all your base stats. You come back with half your health, and you lose all your buffs. It's too punishing. That's the issue. The actual effect of it, it's fine. It's the everything else you lose. Right, someone got an extra turn. Well, we'll just kill you. That was a mistake. Should not have done that. That was a mistake. I've lost. I've lost. I've lost because I didn't have it. I used the wrong ability on Duchess. Oh, I'm an idiot. I've lost because I misplayed. I'm so annoyed myself there. I misplayed that so hard. I should have A1'd and then A2'd Leo, and then when I came back up, I would have been fine. That was annoying. Was that 3 in a row? Near enough. Look at that. 4 out of 1. We were doing well. We were on a bad run of it. That was my own fault. I chose the wrong targets. I misplayed that completely. I just used the wrong people at the wrong time. It happens, unfortunately, from time to time where you just make the wrong mistake. Boom, boom. He's gone bombs. Mithral is my go-to for bombs because they can't ban out. Yeah, well, whatever. I don't really care. My aura banner will win. So. I can't ban out my bombs. I should win the speed race. Nice. And then. Goodbye. Strengthen on. Thank you. Free win. Hey, man. Yeah, the biggest problem with Live Arena is you can't really decay. In the sense that once you get up to goal 4, it's incredibly hard for you to decay, because even if you try to lose a lot, it's actually just not worth it. Like, what do you gain from losing? You gain nothing from losing a lot, right? So you might as well just keep fighting, and you'll never really decay. And this was the problem I identified, like, as soon as they launched Live Arena. Eventually, everyone's going to get up to gold. Eventually. It might take you a year. It might take you a bit longer. But eventually, everyone will end up in gold because you can't really decay. My man race is 9 out of 9 stone Slayer, sorry. Slayer. Yeah, that's what Narcissus does, Chloe. Just kind of one-shot everyone. What was Carter's question? What stage? Real milk. Is there a bug in Odin Boss? Did 15 super rays and got 30 pinpoint accessories and artifacts. You just got lucky, mate. It's like a 30% chance. Take the banner, win the aura lead. It's probably a good shout. Yep. Yeah, it's very hard to, like, drop down. It's very hard. Like, you'd have to, like, incentively lose every single fight over and over and over and over again. I'm just like, why would you? What's the benefit? Because you might as well try and win them, because every so often you will. If you lose naturally. You decay, fine. But there's actually no incentive to, like, deliberately lose, in my opinion. I just don't see the point. You gain nothing. Oh, look. Another one. Thanks. Hey, we're done. I had to play an extra 5 because it claimed one of the other ones. Like, I've got quite a lot of... I got 3 live arena tokens I'm still going to have to use at some point. We've got to use this. We'll probably use that today. Oh, look, we've got an hour to use this tag team. Better get doing some tag team quickly. Really? Who puts... Like, I get it, okay? If you're gonna do one-man defenses, don't put stone skin. It's annoying. Like, you're not gonna win because of it. You're gonna slow me down. Honestly. Honestly, I don't actually know what else you can power creep. We were talking about this a bit when we saw the dungeon, right? We were saying, like, what other things can you add to a hero right now? I'm running out of ideas to how you can power creep a hero. Because there comes a point in time in a game's life cycle where you just can't add any more power without making the game unfun. They almost need, like, to reset stats, so... Yeah, my Carnage is in Stone Skin. I don't think he's in my defense, though, is he? I thought I took him out. I could have sworn I took him out. If I did leave him in, it was a mistake, because I'd take him out normally. I'll check now. To be honest, if anything, I'd expect them to add more PvE content next. Oh yeah, he shouldn't be there. That's bad. It's because I picked the 3 mythicals. Yeah, he shouldn't be. That was a mistake. I was probably doing it quickly. I just don't think they can add more stats to the game, so it has to be mechanically driven. And these champions, like mythical champions, have so much more power mechanics that I don't think you can add anymore. We'll see. Maybe there's something that requires something to be able to play the game mode. That could work. They could maybe revamp the mastery tree. That's potentially a good idea. But I just don't think you can add any more to a hero. Is what I'm saying. Like, there's just, like, to a champion, there's just not much left you can add. There's so much innate power in them to begin with that you're just... Not what I need. You're limited by your own strength. Because if you notice, they said they were going to, like, do more difficulties for Sintranos, right? That didn't happen. 7 out of 8 win rate, by the way. Live arena, it's not bad. I don't even think they're on cash grab mode, Elixium. I would say contrary to that. And I'll tell you why I don't think they're on cash grab mode. This is not monetized whatsoever. This is monetized, but not as bad as you think. This update has not generated more monetization. So their recent updates to the game modes, like even the Asgard Divide event, it's not that heavily monetized because everything in the game can be acquired by playing it. And they're just going to do summoning events. So it's not really what I would call a cash grab. I just think they are... It's a 6-year-old game near enough. You start running out of ideas and you start running out of combinations of champions you can do to make it work, right? So eventually they're going to run out of ideas because there's only so much you can do. I'm just checking I've done everything, by the way. Okay, so we should probably forge now. So we have 975 Slayer to do. Let's do our lethal first. Crit damage. What are we going to get? Oof. That was nice. Lots of 5-star, though. You don't like 5-star. That's a lot of 5-star gear. So it's a lot of gold, but a lot of useless gold. Look at it. All of it's 5-star. Brutal. That one's... Whoa, that one's nice, actually. That one's really nice. That one's not nice. Ooh. Not bad. Since you said you will be in charge of the balance on Godforge, would you consider having a balance council community so it's a group decision? I don't think I'm not exclusively in charge of balance, but at the same time, and it sounds opinionated, I actually think the worst thing you can do, and it sounds weird to say like this, that kind of concept doesn't really work. And I'll tell you why. It's like asking a Michelin chef to bring 2 more chefs into the kitchen to basically make the best meal. Like, you just have too many clashes of opinions about how games should be done, because game balance is actually a weird phenomenon. In the sense that the goal of game balance is to effectively have a balanced game, okay? So when you hear game developers like Riot and that who do a lot of game balancing, their goal is to take the extremes, right? The extremes you have here, and bring them to the center. So if I have a champion in like League of Legends that's got like a 20% win rate, I need to balance it up so that it has a more even win rate. And if I have a champion that has like a playable character in League of Legends that has like 70% win rate, I need to bring it down so it's in the middle. That's the goal of game design. Of balancing, sorry, not game design, of balancing a game, is to get everything neutral. The problem is, if you achieve your goal in balancing a game, you've actually delivered a bad game. And the reason why I say that is because people don't want balance. Because if you want balance, you get boring. And if you get boring, you don't have a fun game. Right? So it's kind of like, yes, we want balance. You want to carve the extremes, but you also want a space in which extremes can exist, at least for a period of time, so that people can have those fun, exciting moments. Like, one of the main criticisms I get from a lot of people is, oh, I always want to, like, ruin people's fun. And it might sound like that, but actually, a lot of the times, what I'm trying to say is, I don't want this to be one thing, okay? The biggest thing we've got with Trunder is it's only Trunder. It's not like we have anything else that can be built that's comparable. Even when Trunder was in Arena, at least you had other big hitters, like you had Ethos for a period of time, you had other strong damage dealers. So if you didn't have Trunder, you could still compete. The problem we have right now with balance in Raid is if you don't have 3 newts, there is nothing that can compare to that strength in PvE. If you don't have a Trunder in Hydra, there is nothing that can compare to that. She is so far out of the balance meta that that is the real bad problem when you don't have good balance, in the sense that there's no other viable option. If you have 20 things that are really, really strong, like if League of Legends has 4 marksmen that have 70% win rate, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing, because if they can pick something strong and you can pick something equally strong, even if it's better than the rest of the field, it's still okay. But if they pick Caitlyn and there's no one else on the same level, you don't want to play the game because you know you're going to lose, right? So if you get matched up against a clan and that clan has 2 Trunda teams and you have none, you might as well not bother because you're going to lose, right? And that's the problem if you don't respect game balance. Okay, you need to respect balance, but you don't need to achieve perfection. So balance for me is all about trying to find a window in which things remain within constraints, but there's also good extremes and options. And I think that's the way to do it. That's my little kind of like balance 101 lecture for today. So, and basically the reason why I said like balance committees don't work is because what you then become is an opinionated based system in which you kind of like have lots of people's opinions on how game balance should be. Because there is no one true answer for game balance. There's always going to be clashes of opinions. It's like, I will say I like one way to do it. Another person will say, I prefer this way to do it. So a game has to thrive with a clean level of authority of a person that knows what they're doing and is able to impart their vision. If you have too many chefs in the kitchen, you just basically end up with a really bad lasagna. You know what I mean? It's like you need, oh, that's a really nice boot. There needs to be some level of like, okay, this is on you to get it right, and then we will tell you if you've got it wrong, rather than let's all get together around a campfire and figure out the answer. Oh, that could have been great, but it's poor. Absolutely. What we don't do is we listen to your feedback and totally ignore you. Like, the classic example I use here is the optimizer. A lot of the optimizer has been built off the back of good community feedback. Someone will go to me, I really wish that it would do it this way. And I go, do you know what? It's a great idea. I never thought about that. Or someone else might come to me and go, this is great, but it will look better. Like one of the things that they fed back was, I like the new selling feature, but I don't like where the icons are positioned because I can't see the stats. Absolutely, moved it. But then some other people might come along and say, I want the optimizer to give me terrible builds. And I'll go, that's not the purpose of the tool, and push back. And I'll say, it's no, that's not the design goal. Because it breaks the mold of what I want it to do. So feedback loops are very important. You know, that's why we have all the things on Fateless and everything around community engagement, getting people's ideas. A lot of people will see some of their ideas generated in the game. But don't be surprised that a lot of ideas that were suggested by the community also don't make it in there, because there's development considerations, there's balance considerations, there's what we want the game to be, what other people want the game to be. It's not as simple as going, we'll implement everything that everyone wants, because no game can work like that, right? But we can certainly implement things that should be there that we think are good and base that off community feedback. Just need to be brutal with these things. That was quite good for speed. That was quite good. Not very good. That was bad. I'm doing this just because I absolutely need to burn my Magisteel. See, I've got to be like brutal with some of these pieces. That's nice. That could be good. I'm more happy to keep top rows, but yeah, I'm doing this, then I'm cleansing, basically. Happy. That's the plan. I'm crafting it, then I'm cleansing it. It's good. Speed axis, it's good. That's stat. That's stat. I'm not really going to reforge mid-row flat stats anymore. It would have been good, but it's 5-star. Wow, look at all these 5-star gear we're just selling. It's useless. Ah, it's always 5-star. The mythical is always 5-star. So annoying. No speed. No. Sell it all. Does Slayer ignore defense work? No. None of Slayer set will work on Thor's A2 because it's not AoE, single target. Well, it's technically random target, but you know what I mean. Oh, did you? Yeah, we have some big hitters in our clan. Wow, all these pieces suck. No, I can't keep rare pieces anymore. Sucks, but it's the truth. That might be alright. Thor's passive is fine. So Thor's A3 and passive is both AoE, so they are okay. Thor's A2 is completely random hit, so it doesn't work. It's a misleading description to say it attacks all enemies. It doesn't. It attacks random enemies once. It's the correct way to say it. Oh, it's a big one. It's a big one. I see a lot of gold. Give me good. Nope. There's two types of Slayer sets you want. Crit damage with speed, because you'll use it a lot. Or you want speed with just general stuff. Right, HP with speed is fine on gloves because you might build it on someone else. Someone's worth a try. That one's great. Like, I really would never keep any Slayer pieces now that don't have speed, if I'm being honest. Because the whole point about Slayer is to go faster. I should have probably kept those speed boots because 5-star speed boots are still great, but never mind. It's not the end of the world. We are not getting mythical pieces. So that's not great either. Will Thor be better than Rathalos? Thor will be more consistent than Rathalos, but Rathalos will have a higher ceiling. If you can enable Rathalos to be more reliable with his his Stars Align move, then Rathalos has a higher damage threshold. The problem is Thor will do it far more consistently compared to Rathalos. Because to get him to have burn and you got the 5 hit and the heads are decapitated and all sorts, it's going to be fine. That doesn't mean that Thor himself is not inconsistent, because he is. Okay, Thor A2, you can't guarantee that the final hit is going to be on a decapitated head. And he doesn't have any ignored defense, right? Which means that if he happens to roll a considerable amount on... Well, this is a bad set. If Thor happens to roll a considerable amount on the Suffering Head, he's not going to do as much damage on that last hit because he's going to ignore a lot of defense. Like, he's not going to ignore any defense, sorry. So he's going to hit a high defense target. He doesn't have the benefit of ignoring defense. Rathalos does. I should probably save some of these charms now. See, so always keep that in mind that yes, you're rolling consistent AoE hits, but you're not rolling the damage positioning. Okay, there's a very strong possibility that you will... Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that. That is exactly what I want. Perfect. Speed, accuracy, crit rate, crit damage. It's low rolled quite a lot, but it might roll better. That shield is amazing. It's exactly the type of shield you want. Did I even take a second quest? I did, somewhere. Right, we can start taking some of this now. So we can definitely take that. We can definitely take that. Oh, I think we can definitely take that. Have I got enough to take the other one? I do. Just about. No more red dots. Thank God, that's been annoying me. And this is why we keep these pieces. That's a rework. Speed, 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 speed. Okay, that was really bad luck. It's why you keep the top row, because it can roll well, but it can also roll really badly. Okay. That was the warm-up. Now we're going to roll this. We're going to roll speed, accuracy, speed, accuracy. Okay, speed. Okay, accuracy. Okay, another accuracy. Oh, quad roll it. Quad roll it home. Oh, you ruined the fun, but hey, look at that. Oof. Whew. So that is basically what? It's a 4 rolls, mythical, base, and 3 rolls. So 5 rolls. So 55 divided by 12, by 5. It's basically 11 out of 12. It's 5 rolls. Mythical plus base plus 3. So 5 rolls. So the highest that could possibly be is 60. That's roll 55 out of 60. And yeah, you basically go like this. Boom. Probably is worthy of that as well. That's an insane piece now. How many experience boosts have I have? Oh, I'm up to 52 weeks. Crazy. A whole year, I know, right? That could be okay, actually. That's okay. It's okay. Probably should have kept that. Don't really care about that. Oh, we ended on mythical. Alright, nice. How many points am I at right now? I'm doing alright, 106. We're getting there. I need some more tag teams. Yeah. Would say work on Bolin's A2. I'll have to check what Bolin's A2 does, but we'll have a look. Yeah, so what I do, Kwanzaa, is I'll only ever use Ore in the middle row if it's a particularly good set. We're talking like very, very limited, hard to get sets. Otherwise, it's not worth the risk. I'll always go top row. Because the thing about top row is you can't get a bad primary stat roll. So you take one of the bad rolls away from a chance. Right? That's the difference. You'll take one of the bad rolls away if you roll the top roll. Which you can't guarantee with the middle row, because you could easily roll a percentage into a flat stat. I have an amulet that's actually attack right now that's got a triple roll that I'm afraid to roll in case it rolls into defense or into a bad stat, you know? So it's you can't really get that negative feeling on the top row. So it's far better. Now I have to clear all this out. That's the only downside. By the way, guys, what was the question? Bolent. He's the Skinwalker, right? The unity for this guy. Yeah, the AoE component will work. This will work. This one won't. If it says attacks all other enemies, that's still AoE. Because it will be attack exclusions. It's still coded AoE. So that's fine. Using them on accessories. Yes, if you know, like, the example I'm giving you is this. Where is it? Okay, this is the example I'm giving you. I could re-roll this to try and get crit damage primary stat. It's not a particularly crazy roll. But if I roll this and one of these three things is not crit damage, then I potentially lose out on 14% crit damage. Okay? If this doesn't become 40%. Now the chance is low because it can only roll one of four. Okay? I'll either get attack again, HP, defense, or crit damage. I'll only get one of four. So I have a 25% chance that it's going to be good. But there's also a 1 in 3 chance that I get a 14% back. But this could also be resistance, accuracy, HP, defense, attack. As 5 and crit damage. So I've got 6 possible stats, 3 chances. So I've got like, the first roll is I've got a 1 in 4. Okay, so I've got a 25% chance. So to roll this badly, I would have a 0.75. Okay, because I get something I don't want. Then I've got a 0.5. So that means if I re-roll this, there's a 37.5% chance that I will get a worse piece. And I don't think that's worth the risk. Because right now, I've got, you know, I got basically 26% crit damage. I could have 52% crit damage, okay? So I'm losing 26% crit damage, but equally I've gained 265 attack. So the difference in damage output is probably not going to be worth the risk of that 37.5% chance. Right? That's what that's when I looked at this, that's what I calculated. I was like, I'm losing 26% crit damage, but I'm also gaining 265 attack. Even if one of these rolls attack, we're talking like 40 on average. So I'll probably lose 220 attack for the 26% crit damage. If you balance the two out, it's probably not as bad. So that's why I haven't re-rolled that. So it's not always worth it. And like this, for example, this has given me a mythical roll. The ring as HP is bad. Okay? Straight up. But 30% attack right now on this base attack when I switch form is a lot. 1608 times 0.3. That's given me 482 attack. Okay? So even if I get the 265 attack, if I lose the attack roll, it's not worth it. I'd rather keep the HP. In an ideal world, it would be attack on attack. But in the reality that we're at, it's not worth it. Right? So it just, those are the balances you have to strike when you're looking at the re-rolling is, what's the balance of probability that I'm going to lose something I already have? And if it's too high, you don't bother. If you just will never, if you've got like a stupid bad ring and you're like, I can never really roll this badly, then roll it, right? Like here. If I triple roll this in like flat attack, oh, look at that. If I triple roll it in flat attack, you know, I'm like... It's actually a really bad roll, by the way, because it's like 22 divided by 4. It's like, it's super low roll, but... Hey, if it rolls defense as well... You know, it's like, that's worth keeping in that state. Because if I need a defense-based Slayer Dwarf, great, awesome. We're sorted. There's so many sets, look at them. Why has it moved everything? Or, why am I on orcs? Yeah, orcs. So yeah. That's the decisions you have to make. I mean, why is this not? I'll just take it all the way up. Just to complete it, you know? Like this, for example, really shouldn't be crit rate, but it's taking a lot. So now what we need to do is probably pop a free regearing. This. And start selling some stuff. I want to go equipped, and I want to go some of these pieces. We need to sell stuff. Okay, so like this, terrible. So we're going to sell that. But the only problem is I have no space, right? So if I try to sell these things, watch what'll happen, okay? You have no space. So the first thing I need to do is make space. So to do this, we're going to have to find some lackey to take over some control. Like this dude. Just give him like, I don't know, something like these pieces. It's not even that good. Why have I done that? I just sell it. Remove. Remove. Not even that good. Yes. Has anyone noticed, by the way, every so often the system will be like, oh, this is being used in a preset. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's not. See what I mean? Like, these are not being used in a preset. I don't know why it's telling me it's in a preset. It's kind of annoying. I wish it would just go away. I don't really know where it's getting it from. Just making stuff up, it is. Yeah, I know, right? It just decides to tell you every so often, by the way, you're using presets for no other apparent reason. So. Is that right, Envy? I don't really get it, though, because I've not equipped off this stuff. But maybe I have over the time, but... Wow, some of these pieces are tragic. These are not too bad. That's good. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Might be alright. Might be alright. I know I can use the optimizer, but I'm just trying to clear some space first. These are all like triple rolls probably, so that's why I've kept them. Probably, yeah. Alright, so now we've cleared some space. Well, I need a lot more space than that, so let's just do another pass through here. Never gonna use that. Actually, it's not really worth the chaos ore. It could be worth the chaos. It's not worth the chaos ore, you can farm more. That was alright. Across the board stats. That was alright. That was okay. Cursed gear is still something I need a lot of. But I can afford to, like, most of the time I need speed. So if it doesn't have speed, it's just not worth keeping. Which is why I'm selling everything that is not triple roll or doesn't have speed. That's okay. It's a bit low rolly. I don't need 5-star. That one's terrible. That one's terrible. Like this as well. If it doesn't have speed on regen, it's not worth keeping. Because you're 9 times out of 10 gonna need to go fast. Or if it's a triple roll, I'll keep it. Hmm. That was bad. Okay, what do we got here? That's pretty good stats. No. 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 Well, that's a really high roll. That's actually a perfect roll. That is perfect roll across the board, right? 28 divided by 4. Perfect roll. Perfect roll speed, perfect roll resistance, perfect roll HP. That is an insanely difficult thing to achieve. It's probably never going to get used on anyone, but it's an insanely difficult thing to achieve. I should probably check some of those 12s, actually. Let me just check these. Bad. Bad. If any of them have got potential double. No, they're all bad, actually. What's this? Oh, that's good. It's okay. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Bad. It's okay. Bad. That's okay. Same with kind of Relentless. I feel like I find myself navigating more and more towards, if it doesn't have speed, sell it. Now, honestly, the only reason why I've kept this is that. I'm going to try it. Good. Okay. Bad. It's actually improved it, though, so that's probably worth keeping now. Like, what is it? 24 divided by 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's probably worth keeping now, just because it did move that around. It's not great, but it's better than what it was. Since I had to invest in Mythical. Normally, I'd never do that on Relentless, but it's just holding up my storage, so I might as well test it, because that's the only reason why I kept it, because it double rolled. It's a really low roll. How much we're clearing out here? It's great. Why do you have built? Why do you have Slayer on? Or who do I have it on Slayer? I have it on Garrel. I had it on Tormin, but then I ran out of Slayer pieces. This is another one that I kind of got kept in case I need to roll it, but I'm not going to use another one. Yeah, it is a little bit. I was like 50-50 about it, Grim. If I'm being honest, I probably shouldn't have done it. Like, honestly, that's kind of a Chaos Ore. That worked out. We'll take that. That worked in our favor. I don't like that. Don't like that. That one's quite good. Okay, we've got some good space now. So now what we can do is we can go equipped. And we can start selling crap we don't want anymore. It's kind of bad. What is this song? It's weird. No. That's pretty good. Ironically, these are one of my best boots on my account. This one here. It's actually one of the best boots for non-PvP stuff. It's just bad. I don't know why I'm keeping that. And these ones. Two of them really, really good for non-PvP. Sell. Bump, 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 bump. Bad. 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 Sell. Sell. Sell it all. Bump, 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 bump. It's great. We're clearing out the trash so we can eventually make some more space for muling. That is actually what we're doing right now. I'm just clearing mule space. It's kind of good numbers. Yeah, whatever. That's bad. That's actually one of my good chests. Bad. That's good. That's good. It's kind of rubbish. Actually used on Carnage. It's okay. It's okay. Bum 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 bum. It's like poof. Yeah, I used the free regearing in from Sintranos, so now speed gear. This is actually okay because we might do for damage. That's on my thing. I use him a lot. Fine. Never gonna use that. It's okay. Never gonna use that. Never gonna use that. That's pretty lame. We'll move that out. That's bad. It's bad. We can get better pieces than that. So we can get that. And that. What do we got going on here then? Skuramis, Minaya, that's pretty bad. Look at all this trash gear that I'm just holding on to for no reason. I haven't had a chance to do this in a while. This is healthy. This feels cathartic. We're basically going through and we're finding all the bad pieces from all the years ago that we're no longer using on people. What is that? It's terrible. That is not much better. That is equally bad. That's quite bad. Bad. Okay. That is just terrible. So some of these I'm not selling. You might be wondering why. It's because I know I'm using them on champions for a purpose. So I just don't want to break their gear. Why am I even keeping that? That's terrible. That's terrible. Might be good in the future. That was terrible. That was terrible. Wow, Yannicka was really holding on to bad stuff. Like, speed, to be honest, the only thing I really need is speed. So if stuff in here, like, I'll keep it because I know I'm using Royal Guard for something, but normally I'd have just sold it. Like, I'm using these for everything at the moment. I know as champions I've got something on that I'm using them for. It's alright. Vomit frog. It's probably okay. It's crit rate. That's pretty bad. That's bad. Like, look at some of these pieces. What is wrong with me? I've kind of outgrown that piece. I mean, we're only at speed. The hell is wrong? Like no wonder I have no space. Look at this. Just so bad. What is that? That one's not so bad, at least. It's got all the right things in the right places, so... What? That glitched then. I don't know what that did. I think we need to sell these. The game's breaking. The game's breaking. Even the PC was like, good God, it's churning. Okay, where were we? To be fair, the biggest problem with this is these pieces sit on champions that I haven't had the space to be able to take it off. Because that's what you got to remember, is like, to be able to sell these pieces normally, it would cost you more silver than it would be worth to remove them. Yes, hello. You've ruined your chair. Yeah, I know. What else? The cat woke up. Yeah, that's normally the reason why I've got pieces. You'd be like, why the hell are you keeping these pieces? I didn't have, and I still don't really have the space to be able to remove pieces and sell them. So therefore, it ends up becoming more expensive to take it off rather than just leave the bad pieces on those champions, right? It's just, that's the reality. So that's what I think the best usage of these 1 hour resets is this kind of job, where you go through and you go, I no longer need this piece on this champion, I want to sell it. Like this one. I no longer need this piece on this champion. I'm just going to sell it. This one, I've probably outgrown it a bit, but it's fine because it's heavily glyphed. Speed boots, I'm always a little bit less like, I don't really like. If it's maxed out already, I'll keep it. So, yeah, but I got 2 more this month, so. So that's kind of like what you can use these regears for. And obviously we've generated a bunch of silver now, so now what we can do is we can pull in a bunch of gear, roll it. I will say the new season of Rings of Power yet hasn't raised me to a level of inferiority that season 1 did. There's some questionable things, but so far they've got a bit better. Right? They're a bit more aligned. But I've only watched episode 3 because I watch it when I go at my mum's. We watch it at the same time. So I haven't seen the full... I haven't seen episode 4 yet. Okay, so Why do we keep these pieces? Because if we triple roll it, it might be worth keeping. We didn't, so now we sell it. Same as this. It's worth keeping 5-star legendary gear if you quad or triple roll speed sometimes. Because some of my fastest pieces are still 5-star gear because I quad rolled speed. Like here, you know, if I triple or quad roll the speed, it's great. If it's like that, you just sell it instantly, right? It's not worth keeping. This is from CBC. A speed crit damage is worth keeping. No, low rolled HP. Hang on a second, I've got to fix the catch chair. What have you done? Yeah, you're in trouble now. Come on. It's like having a child. Truly is. So Kwanzaa, right? You know, Kwanzaa. Have you seen the Fellowship of the Ring? Ooh, this is gonna roll well. Ooh. Yes. Okay. So you know at the start of the. Oh. Okay, we just pause the thought on Rings of Power right now. I mean, it doesn't have speed, so that's the only negative here. It doesn't have speed, okay? But, I mean, 31%, okay? It's rolled 1 mythical, 1 base, so 5. That's a 6.2 average. It's really good. Really good. Go. Okay, right, well, that's fine. We've done this. Go. Oh, and it rolls attack as well. Oh. Oh. Oof. That's actually kind of bad because it low rolled. So, you know at the start of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring, Kwanzaa, and you see that big battle that goes on, and Isildur cuts the ring off what's his face's finger, right? Cuts it off Sauron's finger. You've seen that, yeah? So basically, Rings of Power Season 1 killed Isildur before he even got to the mountain. Killed, because obviously he's not dead. But they ran this arc in which, like, Isildur was abandoned because they, like, Elendil thought he was dead. And I'm like, how, like, look, I'm not a writer, but if I'm trying to create a suspense moment and it's like kind of like a cliffhanger, the character that I'm not going to cliffhanger as dead is Isildur, the guy who is Aragorn's like a descendant of Isildur, the guy who cuts the ringer off Sauron's finger, the guy who basically rules Gondor. Like, you can't kill, like, he's not dead. It's impossible. Like, you basically just made the entirety of The Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings books and the entirety of the Third Age impossible because you, quote, Isildur died. And that's season 1 for you. He didn't actually die, obviously, because anyone who's ever read the books knows that it's impossible for Isildur to be dead. I kind of want to re-roll this. I kind of want to reforge it. I don't really feel like the value of crit damage is a lot. Whereas if it reforges into speed and accuracy, it's way better. I just don't see the need for Supersonic to have crit damage. Yeah, I agree. We'll see what it does. Speed. Ooh. Hey, see? Now it's really good. Now it's definitely worth keeping. Because even if it didn't roll speed, it rolled accuracy. So now it's really good. It's a good reroll. Well, the issue is, because that's the writing. So what I'm being critical of, Kwanzaa, is they're not creating a story that anyone could get invested in, because quite clearly he's not dead, right? So therefore, why are you trying to create something that is impossible to happen? And that's the theme that I have with a lot of their writing. They're like, I think what they're trying to do is like honor the memory of the films, but it just comes across as cliche. Even in season 2, they've got like a sentence in which Galadriel goes, "He is no man." Almost exactly the same way that Eowyn in the Pelennor Fields in the Battle of Minas Tirith goes, "I am no man," in exactly the same tone. And then when they're lost in Rune, when they're trying to like transverse Rune, it's literally written, the story is when Frodo and Sam get lost in Emyn Muil, right? When they're lost in the rocks after the Fellowship disbands, Sam and Frodo are lost. They say the words, "We'll face it, we're going in circles." It's exactly the same line you see in the episode when the supposed stranger, which is Gandalf apparently, even though he's not meant to be there in the Second Age, gets lost with the halfling. It's exactly the same sentence. And then all of a sudden, a random person comes up with a map, and what happens? Oh, it's Gollum. Because Gollum turns up and gets them out of Emyn Muil, and now this other one comes in. It's like they can't come up with an original story. It's like literally ripping from the books. But I think they're trying to do it to honor the memory of the... Like, I think they're trying to honor the memory of the films and like hearken to like those eras. But it just comes across like they're not very good writers. That they can't come up with their own innovative ideas. So they basically just rip off the films and stuff. You know, like when... Adar basically says, "Leave Sauron to me." It's literally the same line from The Hobbit in the White Council battle in Dol Guldur. If you watch it as much as I do, you literally see word for word, frame for frame, tone for tone, identical behaviors. And I'm like, it makes it doesn't increase the depth of the storytelling. It makes it look weak. Now, I haven't seen episode 4, and like I said, season 2 so far has been better than season 1 in terms of pacing. I thought the reveal of Anatar, the gift giver, was very well done. And I think the descent of Celebrimbor being tempted into Anatar's sort of desires and goals is going to be very well done. Right? I can see the actors being able to deliver a very good retelling of that storyline. The problem is season 1 ruined it. And the reason why season 1 ruined it is because they forged the rings in the wrong order. The elven rings were never forged first. And now they're trying to basically undo the mistake by basically almost going, well, Sauron never had a hand in the forging of the rings, even though Sauron was there as Halbrand to basically tell him how to forge the rings. And I'm like, I mean, you had this random dude, Halbrand, which is Sauron, all of a sudden educating the greatest elven smith since Feanor. And Feanor, if anyone doesn't know, is the first age elf, one of the most powerful first age elves, was known for being the like crafted the Silmarils. Meant to be basically a scion of Feanor, one of the best crafters in Celebrimbor. And like this random dude they found on a boat turns up to Eregion and goes, "Oh, did you know there's this concept called metallurgy?" I'm like, well, surely he would. He's like like one of the best craftsmen in all elfendom. I think by now he would have figured out what the hell metallurgy is. But hey, don't worry. The guy from the boat in the middle of the ocean tells me, so now I know what I'm doing. Why is the Order of the Rings forging very important? So, the rings. The rings of power. What were they? Seven rings for dwarves to rule on the mountain. 9 rings of men doomed to die. 1 ring to rule them all, and then 3 elven rings. The dwarf rings, the So the Dwarven rings, the men rings were forged with Sauron, okay? And then Sauron basically forged the One Ring, and once the elves put on the Elven rings, because the Elven rings were forged in secret, they detected the strength of Sauron, and Sauron then realized the elves had forged the rings in secret, and then came to sack Eregion to reclaim the Elven rings. But by the point he got there, he was too late. They'd already got rid of the rings, and Elrond doesn't arrive in time to protect Eregion, so Sauron sacks Eregion, and then that starts the war of the Second Age, in which Sauron tries to conquer all of the Elfendom, and that should run up until the arrival of the Golden Fleet of Numenor. And once Sauron witnesses the strength of Ar-Pharazôn's fleet, he doesn't even try to fight them. He willingly surrenders, goes over to Numenor, spends a while in Numenor. So Sauron's already been to Numenor, even though he shouldn't have been to Numenor at this point. Corrupts Ar-Pharazôn into preying on his frailty and concept of aging, and convinces Ar-Pharazôn to engage the Valar to try to reclaim immortality for him. He wants to basically try and claim it back. At which point, once the Valar realized what the Númenóreans were going to do, they sunk Numenor to the ocean. The only Númenóreans that survived were ones called the Faithful, which were still faithful to Valar, led by Elendil, and Elendil with the Faithful fled to Middle-earth to form Gondor and Arnor, right? The kingdoms of Gondor and Arnor. Or Cardolan. I always mix those two names up. But the point I'm trying to make here is, why would Sauron knowingly help Celebrimbor forge 3 Elven rings in secret, then go and forge more rings, and then come back to sack Eregion because he realized they forged the 3 Elven rings, even though he already knows the Elven rings have been forged? So, do you see what I mean? So, why would he ever go and attack Eregion? When he is already in Eregion, he already knows they forged the 3 rings. So why would he ever want to? Do you see, that's the problem. The order of the rings is one of the most important things in the Second Age, and they messed it up. They messed it up. And they're trying to undo it this season now, and it's not working, that bit. Damn, it didn't work. What do the rings do? The rings basically give the race the power to... They basically give the race, the leaders of the race powers. Like, for example, the Malorn trees that were grown in Lothlorien, they were grown through the power of the ring. But when he forged the One Ring, he basically... It's almost like a safety net. He put it in that he would basically bind them into the darkness so that it would bend their minds. So it bends the user's minds a little bit. The elves can withstand the strength of it because they are very powerful beings, whereas more greedy folk, such as the dwarves, were not able to, and the more like men were meant to be deemed to be weak because they feared death. You could bend their wills, and that was the idea. Sauron didn't just want to conquer Middle-earth, he wanted to conquer the minds of Middle-earth. That's why he invented the rings. But in terms of the Second Age, right, there are 3 key principal moments in the Second Age that you cannot mess up. Okay, you can't mess around with them, because they are set, fixed moments in time that define the rest of the eras. The forging of the rings is done in such a way that it's absolutely essential. The fall of Numenor is done in such a way that it's absolutely essential. And the Battle of the Last Alliance, which we see at the start of the Fellowship of the Ring, which ends the Second Age. Right? You can't mess those 3 up, because those 3 are very, very, very important. Otherwise, it just doesn't... The whole plot of everything else just doesn't work. Because if you don't forge the rings in the right order, then you don't make the ring race. Like, literally, they left Season 1 in a situation where you can't now forge the rings of men, which means you can't get the ring race. You don't... Like, Isildur's dead, which means that you don't have the line of men that Aragorn is going to be born from. They don't build Gondor. Like, you just had all these problems. I'm like, you've destroyed the narratives because you messed up those 3 things. But I haven't seen Episode 4, so I haven't seen Tom Bombadil yet. So, in the Fellowship of the Ring, you see the end of the Second Age. When they're doing the prologue, you see the end of the Second Age, which is the Battle of the Last Alliance, in which the men of Gondor, led by Elendil the Tall, we see Elendil in the Rings of Power, marches and lays siege to Barad-dûr in Mordor, which is the fortress that you see, the tower. And he lays siege to Barad-dûr with High King Galad, which you see in the Rings of Power, right? They form the last alliance between men and elves to basically take down Sauron once and for all at the end of the Second Age. In that battle, both Elendil and Gil-galad are slain. A big part of the Woodland Realm is slain that Thranduil leads. Orophyr dies. Thranduil, I think it's Orophyr, reclaims, and that's what makes Thranduil a bit of a recluse. And it basically ends the Second Age and starts the Third Age, right? Elendil dies, Isildur becomes king. Then you have the disaster of the Gladden Fields, in which the ring betrays Isildur, and Isildur dies, and then it falls into different things. Then you have the two kingdoms. You have the kingdom of the north, the kingdom of the south. Then you have all of Fornost. Fornost falls to Angmar. You have the rise of the Witch King of Angmar. Loads of different things like that. That's all Third Age stuff. So there are some hints that the sorcerer that we see in the Rings of Power could be one of the Witch Kings, or like one of the, because obviously we don't know much about all the ring wraiths. We know one of them is, like, a couple of them are from Rhûn, the Southern Kingdoms. We think one of them is Umbar, the pirate corsairs, one of the kings of those. So there's areas to explore. So yeah, I think they basically retconned half of season 1, I'll be honest. Do I follow any? I do follow a couple of them. Yeah, Nerd of the Rings. I do follow a bunch of them. But the way that I was looking at the TV show, I was like, Second Age is brilliant. And the reason why I say Second Age is brilliant, because lots of things happen in the Second Age, but lots of things also aren't documented, right? The way that Professor Tolkien used to write a lot of his notes and scripts would be between lectures, between sessions. He'd have lots of different scriptures. That's where you see some of the books that have followed since his death, like The Fall of Gondolin, the Tale of Húrin, and all that are less stories and more arrangements of notes, because that's what he used to do. He just used to write notes about different things. He used to write like different parts. You know, he created the Lord of the Rings, not to create a story. He created the Lord of the Rings to basically create a world in which his language that he generated could exist. It's a linguistic exercise, is a better way of looking at it. So that's what he did. He created a linguistic exercise. So what his son did for a very long time was basically generate... Oh, that's nice. That is really, really good. What he was doing for a very long time was collecting his father's notes and creating arrangements of those notes. That was his task. That's what he set himself forth to do. But obviously he died, and then the estate went into the hands of rich people, and they sold it to Amazon for some silly reason. Lecture on Elven language. I'm really bad at Elven languages. There's 3 dialects, and all of them are pretty rough. But they are very similar to Welsh, so... like, if I learned it, I could probably speak it. But the other thing I had an issue was with Season 1. The other issue I had with Season 1 was the depiction of some characters. To me, Galadriel is not some bratty teenager that gets told what to do in a Númenórean court. She's not someone that would be beholden upon her king and banished to Valinor, and then all of a sudden change her mind. Like, these are not the characteristics of one of the oldest and most powerfulest elves in all of Elfendom. I mean, they also did like this weird thing, which is like try to create like some sort of like love narrative between Elrond and Galadriel, which is kind of creepy considering Elrond marries Galadriel's daughter. Which is like, because he marries Celebrian, and then their daughter then marries Aragorn, right? So it's kind of weird that there would be like this insinuation of some sort of love affair. It was bizarre to me. Like they're trying to force a narrative that just doesn't exist. Yeah, Forge is way better, Lillian, you're correct. Nice. That's what I need to do. Beautiful. Yes. Kwanzaa. She's one of the firstborn, right? Her brother, Finarfin, fought Morgoth. Was it Finarfin or Findolfin? I always mix the name because they're very similar. You got Findolfin, you got Finarfin, and Fingolfin. One of them fought Morgoth, Melkor, of Valar, right? These elves from the First Age, they fought Valar, some of them. They were there at the forging of the world, the light of the two trees. They are extremely powerful, and she's getting like treated. She's basically being lectured on how to behave in a court by this guy she met on a boat. She's 3,000 years old at this point. Gotta remember that. She's one of the strongest elves in all of, like, only really Gil-galad's killed done the shipwright, and a couple of others, probably what's his name? The one that keeps respawning. Glorfindel and a couple of others are of the age and experience of her. So she's existed in elf courts for 3,000 years, and what she can't go to a man court, you know, because what you got to remember about Numenor was formed by Elros, okay? You had basically Elrond and Elros. They were brothers. One of them chose to lead a mortal life and become a man, and went and founded Numenor and was of long life. And Elrond remained elven and obviously was immortal, so far as like they cannot die from old age. So the Numenorians, the reason why they had quite a strong connection with the Valar was because they were half elven originally, and then they were blessed with long life because they became men. So she would know how to behave in that court because she is 3,000 years old, has lived in the politics of Valar and Maiar and like the like all those different things and the rules and restrictions around what you can do in that realm. And she's like, oh no, I'm gonna be a brat summoner and tell the Queen of Numenor where to shove it. Like, you know what I mean? It's like she would know more than any of them how to behave in that court. But yet she gets thrown in jail, and then the guy on the boat tells her how to behave. Like, I was like, come on, this is stretching it even for my. You're destroying who Galadriel is. Because the biggest challenge you got in Lord of the Rings is actually there's not many female characters. In fact, in Peter Jackson's version, they heavily increased the role of Arwen. She's kind of a footnote in the books, right? She's not really, doesn't really take part as much as you see in the films. But obviously, you needed to balance out it out just generally. You needed a little bit of a female touch to the films, otherwise it became a bit of a lad's tour in Middle-earth, right? And I think that what his portrayal of Galadriel was perfect, right? Cate Blanchett nailed Galadriel for me. Very powerful, but kind, but also tempted by the wars of past. You know, there's a strength and a danger to her, but at the same time, she had the grace of an elf. Perfect portrayal. And also you felt like she was strong. The one that they've got in season 1 is just like a brat child that doesn't know how to behave. And I'm like, I know that some people try to say, oh, well, it's Galadriel before she got, you know, experienced and wise. But I'm like, she's wise enough at this point to know what she's doing. And I really hate this, like, driven narrative towards the elves were hunting Sauron. The elves didn't even know Sauron existed until after Anatar. They didn't even consider him a threat. They considered Melkor a threat. They considered Morgoth a threat. So her brother didn't die hunting Sauron. That's just fictitiously stupid. He didn't even give two hoots who Sauron was at that point in time. Because at that time, they were still going through the disasters of kinslayings and the Oath of Feanor aftermath and the Silmarils being destroyed, and, or not so much destroyed, but stolen by Melkor, and then some of them were lost and all that kind of, the whole storylines about the Silmarils. The elves were in combat with Melkor. They were never chasing Sauron. He was a lieutenant, but he was never considered like a threat because he would be considered weaker. Because he was Maiar, but he was not, you know, these elves of the first age were stronger. So. No, I'm complaining that they had an opportunity in the season 1 to write stories that are Tolkien in nature that do not necessarily need to corrupt the core timeline of the Second Age. That's what I'm trying to say. They had all of this space in the Second Age. They could have talked about stories around Rune, Harad. They could have done stories involving some key characters that don't directly correlate to key incidents in time. And also, the time compression is a massive problem. Like, what you got to remember is the Rings of Power are forged 1,000 years before Elendil is born. But we've got the rings being forged at the same time as Elendil's being there. So you've got to, like, you can do time compression, but then you've got to be reticent of the fact that you somehow have got to extend a timeline in which Sauron can forge the rings, then he can get angry, sack Eregion, spend a long campaign fighting the elves. Numenor has time to then realize, like, a whole political uprising with Ar-Pharazôn, build a golden fleet, go to protect Middle-earth, go then capture Sauron. Sauron has got to come back to Numenor, corrupt like, that's all got to happen in like a week now. That's what it feels like the problem is. They've compressed it too much. They had 8 seasons. They could have stretched the timeline out, but because they've shoved everyone in one season, I think they've got this problem of how do you realistically deliver all of those things that have to happen, because that is a prelude to the fall of Numenor, and it's a prelude to the fall of Eregion, when Elendil is already looking like he's past his best. You know what I mean? That is kind of the issue. Yeah. Do you know what we call that, Lou? Venom Sauron. And I'm not entirely sure where that came from. So, I'm pretty sure it was like 8 seasons or something, Dennis. I don't really know, but it was a lot. It's up here. What's the lowest speed in finite hard for 10 for this champion for the boss takes a turn? It depends on all the other champions in your team, Ford. But, like, the boss is going at 250. So, if you go 251, you'll go faster than the boss. So, I can't remember exactly. But, like, here's the thing, okay? If you are a lieutenant of Morgoth, you don't need to beg the orcs for your support. The orcs are in your support. Okay, the orcs serve Morgoth. So if you are the lieutenant, they continue to serve you. There wasn't like a rebellion against Sauron. They would be like nothing to Sauron. Sauron would be like, you're my minions, you do as I say. They are meaningless to him. He wouldn't have to beg for their support. He would expect their support, and they would give it freely. Hey, look, we can upgrade this. So it was a bit weird that it was like this, like, political, I don't know, stand on a podium and say, this is my way, you have to follow me. Like, most people, Sauron wouldn't care. He's too powerful for that. He's a Maiar. These orcs are, like, beneath him. So they wouldn't kill him. Like, that's just weird. Honestly, it's the weirdest thing I've ever seen them do. Hey, look at that. I'm under 100. That's kind of cool. So yeah, that's my complaint with the series is I feel like they missed the trick. They still could have had references to what was going on in Middle-earth and still tapped into all the key events. But they had an opportunity to explore other areas that had rough notes and scriptures that a lot of Tolkienian fans would welcome more stories on. Because actually, one of the really, really nice things I liked in season 1 was the Elrond and Durin, the dwarf and the elf relationship. They nailed that perfectly. That was a really good storyline because it wasn't tied to any... Oh, look at that. It's another one that we need to rework. It is better now. It wasn't tied to like any plot line or storyline. It was just extremely Tolkienian, which is a friendship amongst two opposing families or opposing things that can find camaraderie in a time of difficulty and deal with different things like family strife. It's very Tolkienian, that was. It was really good. It's one of the things they did really well. The actor that plays Elrond plays him very well. They should have done more of that. No, I've never played Ark Survival. So, and also, if that stranger is Gandalf, they've messed up, because Gandalf is not sent until the Third Age. Because after the fall of Numenor, the Valar kind of like abandon a lot of the men and Middle-earth and everything. They kind of just decide they don't want to get involved anymore. And they retreat back to Valinor. But when they see Sauron rising again, they send the Astari, which are the 5 wizards, white, the brown, which is Radagast, the grey, which is Gandalf, and then they send the blues to Rhûn and Harad. We don't really know much about them. They don't really, there's not much in the writings about the blues. They're sent in the Third Age to guide the peoples of Middle-earth against the power of Sauron. So to arrive in the Second Age is a bit of a problem, really. It's not meant to be there. And it's the same as Durin's Bane. If they wake Durin's Bane up right now, massively problematic, because Durin's Bane doesn't wake up for another like 2,000 years. So it's like they're trying to tap into everything that you saw in the films, and I feel like that's just a mistake, because actually it looks amazing. It looks very visual. It looks very cool. So they also have a bit of I do give them a little bit of grace, because they have a bit of rights issues. They don't have like the Silmarillion and everything that they need to do the rights on, so that is a bit of a problem for them. But I still think that was the main mistake they made. They basically tried to replicate the films and use all the language and all the characters and then compress them all into a time zone and then mess up who they are. So, yes. Or the Rohirrim one. I haven't, but I know that Peter Jackson's involved in that, so. Well, a lot of people think the wizard is, if you're talking about the wizard in the stranger's gonna be Gandalf. We know it's gonna be Gandalf. What did he say at the end of season 1? One, he's got an affinity for the hobbits. 2, he said when he wasn't sure, he follows his nose. Is exactly what Gandalf says in the Mines of Moria. Like, we know it's Gandalf. I think one of the Dark Wizard, though, that could be one of the Witch Kings. Like, either the Witch King of Angmar or, like, the Dark Lieutenant, whichever one it is. One of the Nazgûl. So. But we'll see how it goes. So far, season 2, they're kind of undoing the bad stuff, and they're doing it okay. You know, we got Barrow Whites, we got Tom Bombadil, we got a lot more lore in season 2, from what I can see so far. But I haven't seen episode 4 yet. But I know they've got Barrow Whites and Tom Bombadil. Like, for a lot of people, a lot of people probably don't realize who Tom Bombadil is. Tom Bombadil is probably the most powerful being on all Middle-earth at the time. Like, he's one of the oldest and one of the, like, most powerful beings in Middle-earth. And he's meant to, like, he kind of patrols the Barrow Downs. But he doesn't really get involved. Like, in the Lord of the Rings, he does protect Sam and Frodo from the Barrow Downs and brings them to safety. But he was cut from the film because they thought it would take too long to explain who the heck he is. So. But he's also meant to be, like, this happy-go-lucky kind of guy. So. Celebrimbor. I will say the actors they've got to play Celebrimbor, I think the guy they got playing Sauron, and I think the guy they got playing Elrond's very good. Yeah, Tom Bombadil is very, very difficult to explain to someone who's not a scholar or not a deep understanding of Lord of the Rings. So I actually understand why they cut him completely, because I'm like, he would distract and he would add a lot to the plot line, and let's face it, the film's already 4.5 hours long, so they had to cut something. Look at that, we've done everything today. Not cool. What was Teox built in? We should probably see if we can make anyone stronger. The only problem is I can't make him faster. I'd love to be able to. I'm 1 star away from getting crit damage. He's going to be like... He's nearly 400% crit damage soon. Hey, Das. Yeah, he's incredibly powerful as Tom Bombadil. Yeah, he's in lethal. See, I don't know who I've got in Merciless. Like, this guy's in, like, kitted out gear. He's, like, in full perfect gear. This build doesn't get much stronger. It's kind of, like, with maybe a few, like, the gloves maybe being the exception, but it's like, he's pretty strong. The only thing that makes this stronger now is the soul. And then scaling him. Well, he's not God. The God is Eru Luvatar. Okay? In Tolkienian writings, the God is Eru Luvatar, who sang the world into being. Even the Valar are not the God, but they are. The Valar are kind of like the Roman versions of gods, you know, like how you had the gods of Olympus and the gods of Rome kind of thing. That's the Valar. Then the Maya are like demigods. That's the best way to explain it. Marius build, yeah, for sure. Marius, I've got him in full Slayer. I still need to get these matched out. We might rebalance. I'd love to rerun him to see if I can get him stronger. Because he has got an accuracy chest at the moment. Let's actually do that quick run now. Let me just update the optimizer. Update. Your bugbear with the films was a lack of background on the weapons. Yeah, like there's a lot of exposition within Tolkienian writing that's very hard to translate. I mean, it is the famous thing, I don't know if people realize. The reason why they were able to produce the Lord of the Rings films was because Professor Tolkien decided that nobody could ever make a film out of his writings. Therefore, he just made... he sold the rights to the film for £1 to Sol's Ends. Hey, Lusa. So yeah, he sold the rights to Sol's Ends and for $1, basically. Yeah, but speed, like, I can't go any faster than 238. Or we do have a potential stronger build here. It's potentially, I mean, we do lose a bit. I mean, at the moment I'm in like if I go damage mode, Death or Glory. I can't go any higher than 238. That's the problem. We could go this. What kind of slots have we got configured here? So we could get a slight improvement. Which is the boot change. It's the boots I've just got, basically. Would give us... We'd claim 5% more crit rate, whatever. It's actually quite a big change. We'll do it. I do lose a ton of resistance, though. Wonder why that is. I don't actually know why that is. Oh, because I'm changing the... Wow. It's actually recommended I drop a quad roll crit damage for this build. For a 5-star chest. That's weird. It's probably because I need the 3% crit rate. It's probably because I need the 3% crit, right? For the upcoming Summer Rush, probably like 6 or 7. Yeah, I'll show off Garrel in a second. I don't know. I mean, it's 370 defense and 11% more crit damage, which is nice, but... Did I get the 5% crit rate roll on stream? I'm not sure what you mean. In artifacts, the it'd be nice to keep the default sort, aka group by set, and then best with potential. I think if you set that for yourself, Storm, it will. One of the things I could do is like start setting up like personalization with your account settings. That could be work. So yeah, I mean the shield could roll. Let's have a look. Very spooky song. It's a really bad piece. I gotta find the piece, hang on. Why am I not finding it? Oh, it's down here, that's why. Does it roll defense percentage? It did. It did roll defense percent. It did roll defense percent. Of course it did, yeah, of course it did. No, I didn't, Lean. I knew to what you mean. The quad roll crit rate, no, I've rolled that ages ago. That was like with the first bunch. Which champion empowers him? I think it's... Tumacia. We still don't have one that empowers Carnage either. We need to figure that one out at some point. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it. I mean, it probably is worth it, but it seems strange to me. I've lost him now. Hang on, where's the pony? I don't know. The only reason why I'm a bit like, I lose quite a lot of resistance. At the moment, he's like chilling with 259 resistance, 300 accuracy. I'd lose some accuracy and quite a bit of resistance and quite a lot of health for 500 defense and 11% crit damage. I think I can go to 239. Let's just see what happens if I lift this up to 239. And let's just drop this down to 237 just to give it a bit of levity. Oh, that's... Ooh. Oh, that is a better build. Okay. I'm pretty sure I can go to 239 without breaking it. The reason why I'm saying I can't go too fast is because it will break Sand Devil. I mean, 259 resistance is really nothing, isn't it? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's give Marius a nice little Giga Charge boost. So he's going to have speed. Equipping game. So much easier. Oh, and look, I can avoid the glyph as well. This is good. Equip. Okay. I have to do some Sand Devil. We're going to have to test this in a moment. Okay. Come on, you can do better than this. Come on. One more attempt. There we go. This is a bit of a problem. It's the wrong start there. This is a great start, though. Okay, so we need to get this up to defense. So we're going to go farm some stuff. I'm pretty sure, though, I can go up to 249. So we'll find out now. So this is the new and improved build. 346%. Let's find out, did we break Sand Devil? Moment of truth. Yeah, Encrypt Game is really good, right? Team did really well with that one. Does it break Sand Devil? No. Excellent. We can go to 239. Beautiful. The biggest problem is I can't go faster than 239. Otherwise, it breaks my Sand Devil team. Oh, look. 3 dust. I actually need to do a little bit of Sand Devil here now to max him out. Wow, we missed all of the debuffs we needed there, but don't worry about it. That was like a litany of disaster. I basically hit 3 Giant Slayers in a row, and I didn't land debuffs. Because this team can fail if Newt hits 3 Giant Slayers, as in activates Giant Slayer on each one of his hits, which is crazy difficult to do. But if it does, it breaks the team, because I activate too many hits. Right, so this only hits once. If he does Giant Slayer, Giant Slayer, Giant Slayer, and hits 3 times, it breaks the team. It's crazy to me. Now, if I did Siffy, I could make him go faster, by the way. The only reason why I can't make him go faster is Adeline places decreased speed. So it means that the boss has to take a turn, otherwise I wake the boss up and it kills me. So, can you build Thor with 9 pieces of Mercer? Should you do it? I mean, you're going to get the extra turn, which is nice. Potentially. I don't think like the 9 piece is worth it. I think the 6 piece is, but not the 9. I don't know if the 9... I always question if the 9 is worth the deep investment, or whether you're just better off not forcing yourself into... It depends on the accessories. If you've got good accessories, then fine. If you don't, I feel like you're trying to force the build and then you lose too many stats. Yeah, I've got a pretty fast event dungeon team. Do you want to see it? This is what I do in my event dungeon team. Screw level 20. We just go to level 30. Look at this. So much faster. So much less difficult. Really annoying when that doesn't hit Hum Smasher, though. Look at that. 9-second team. So much faster. Screw Pinpoint. I don't really see the point of Pinpoint. Like, in the world of PvP, why would I take Pinpoint when I can take Stone Skin? Maybe there's someone can answer this question to me, because I can't. I can't for the life of me think why anyone would ever want to take Pinpoint when you could take Stone Skin. I didn't land decreased speed, so I failed. But why? Because Stone Skin guarantees me to take a turn. But that only assumes you can go first. Right? That's what I'm trying to say. It's probably okay for like a proper go first team, but I think Supersonic is a better go first set. Personally. If you want to go first, I would go for Supersonic, because Supersonic gives you more overall speed generation. And if you don't go first, Supersonic is going to give you more speed because you're going to get the bonus from the fact that an enemy buffed. right? I just don't see much point in farming Pinpoint. Because I feel like when you need the protection, you can just go Stone Skin. What you're protecting against Polymorph, of all things. Well, it's only one thing. Why not Stone Skin and Pinpoint? Just because I feel like... I don't know. I just don't see the point of it. I honestly... I get it. But you can just... Like, Armands can just get rid of the Pinpoint, surely. So Armands just opens with A3 on someone else, removes Pinpoint, and then just, like, you just win the fight. I could see it being valuable on Gizmak, absolutely. Like, champions who basically enter the fight and debuff straight away, absolutely, I could see some value. Like a Gizmak, 100%. Yeah, like Burn's fine, I get that. Like someone like a Calvalax, like double Calvalax could be quite strong. But again, Stone Skin against the enemy means that's pointless. Yeah, Pinpoint can be removed. Of course it can. Pinpoint can be removed. I think Armands is better with Stone Skin and Supersonic 4-piece, personally. Like, the way I've got Armands built now is the way I would recommend every person build it. 1 turn Stone Skin, 4 pieces of Supersonic, because you get this bonus. So if he's not going first, he's going to be able to catch up to get first. And then the meta is very Siphi, Arbaeus, Marichka type heavy. Ever since Teox has come back in and kind of like taken the mantle as the #1 damage dealer, Marichka's kind of a bit stronger now. Because obviously he benefits from damage. Man, I need a lot more. It's rough. I need a lot more. No. Pinpoint will protect your burn champion like Gizmak from getting CC'd. That's what we're saying. So when you have Gizmak, you enter the battle, Gizmak instantly burns everyone. He's not going to get instantly polymorphed. He's going to be protected. Right. But here's the thing. If you're up against 4 polymorph and every single one of them activates, you have no Pinpoint. So yeah, exactly. I can see a value for that niche case. If you have Gizmak and you don't have I can see a Pinpoint argument there. Absolutely. Because you protect against the polymorph that he invariably is going to create for himself. But what I was saying is, in most situations, you just bring Stone Skin. I don't think is a big deal if you don't get much, like, powerful Pinpoint, is what I'm trying to say. It can be removed, Omar. It's a buff. So unless you protect the Pinpoint, unless you protect Intercept, it can just be removed. All it does is it stops you from being crowd controlled. That doesn't mean you can't remove the buff, like block debuffs. I can remove block debuffs. I can remove decreased speed, block damage, unkillable. It's just like any other buff. Like, it can be removed and stolen. So, what he basically means, when you're fighting an Armands, what Armands will do will A3 you first. You'll probably find a lot more AIs and sieges are set up with Armands to open with A3, because you'll just get rid of this, you'll just remove the buffs. Yes, it protects. I agree 100% what Vladimir's saying. That's a very good use case for it. 100%. I agree that Pinpoint on a Gizmak makes absolute sense, because he's going to activate Polymorph before you can stop him. That is a good use case for it. Boom, defense, lovely. Need more here. How many have I got? 22. Okay, I need a lot more. Yeah, it can be stolen, it can be removed. And the problem is the set doesn't protect the Pinpoint either. So I can tell you straight away, Jim, you will get stronger Stone Skin gear than you will Pinpoint with the time that you have available. The new set, the new 1.2 billion chest from Hydra is super rewarding. It'll give you more valuable pieces than Odin, for sure. I think he will, Snoo, but I don't know. I'm hoping to get him to do a deep test, honestly. I don't have... I could probably test it on Loki. Actually, it's a good idea. I could probably test it on Loki. Because he will... Actually, that's a very good way to test it, because he will place Veil on himself. So if I protect the Veil, can I then spread... Oh, I can't spread Veil buff. I'll have to do it on the increase attack. We'll have to try it. It's hard. Yes, I would say Pinpoint is great for Calvalax too. That's actually what I might do for my Calvalax Teox team. Build him in Pinpoint. That's a great idea, Omar. Thank you so much for that. That's a great idea. Maybe I should farm some. Maybe I should actually try to build a 30 team. Maybe I'm just being stubborn. I just found the 30 team really inconsistent, and I just want a 20-second farm team. Maybe I should just build a 40-second farm team or something. I don't know. So... How much do I need? 31. Oh, I've got loads to get. Yeah, I just wanted the fast team because I was being stubborn, you know me. I'm a stubborn person when I do these things. Yeah, I would agree. Like, if people are saying you're struggling to hit 1.2 billion on Hydra, you're probably going to struggle on 30 Odin unless you have, like, the right champions. And if you have the right champions, you can probably do 1.2 billion on Hydra. Because the thing is, you can easily do like 500 million on hard, on normal, and 200 million on hard or something. You'll get there pretty quickly. And even if you don't get to the 1.2 billion, it carries over anyway. So what I'm saying is, even if you're doing 1.2 billion over 2 weeks, that's still going to give you more chests than probably what you'll get out of the dungeon. We hit too many giants there, Prox, again. Like, every so often, my Odin team will do the 6-second run. I have 1 Newt and 1 Marius. I think you can probably do it if you have Newt Warmaster Marius as well, Elo, right? Because that's 20 plus 30 plus 30. It's like 30, 60, 70, 80. If you then bring a Soul Reap on one of them, like I did on like a 6-star Soul Reap or something, and then excess damage with Giant Slayer, you could probably get away with it with a double. But he's quite fast, so either you do like maxed out, and then hitting cap is potentially... What is that I'm listening to here? I think I need to chill. We need to change the playlist to something a little bit more chill. Getting angsty in the background here. We're getting a lot of dust. Yeah, I think you could probably go like 20, 30, 30. But who's the 20 going to be? It's probably going to have to be a Warmaster or an Acrisia. Yeah. And Siegfried can do it, right? But 4 Newts can be anything because it's enemy max HP. So it's 30, 60, 90, 120. Easy. Don't even need the weaken. Because you, like, Newt will hit cap pretty much all the time. You don't need to work hard to make Newt hit the cap. You do 10 mil a week on Hydra? Ooh, I think you can do better than that, my friend. 10 million a week on Hydra. What difficulty are we talking there? 10 mil a week? What are you doing? Like, if you're doing, like, hard mode dungeons, including Dragon, you should be able to put a team together that can do more than 10 million a week on Hydra. Like, all you have to do is bring a debuff Find a head, kill a head, and whack it with someone like Phenax, a single target damage dealer. You don't need crazy gear for that. That will do more than the damage you've got there for sure. That's what I always recommend to people. Is like, if you are struggling with Hydra, just bring a very strong single target damage dealer that you've got, the best you've got in your account. Just kill a head and whack it. You will do a lot of damage that way. Because decapitation is such a powerful bonus. Okay, now we can ascend this. Beautiful. Okay, so he's pretty much there. We just need to get 80 more defense. Otherwise, he's like perfectly built. Is GV still here? Green Virus, you still here? Is this better than your pony now? Keep it in mind, we're going to get 38% crit damage here. So this is going to go to 346 plus 38. So this is going to go up to 384 crit damage. And obviously, if we were to apply Hydra now, which is maxed out. Is it worth building armor systems I want to have to drop speed from 330? I like to hit 326 minimum on armans with supersonic. If you are going below 326 and to do it, no, I'd say no. But that's if you can keep the supersonic. Because the 326 breakpoint will mean that normally if you have a Siffy and Siffy triple buffs, you'll break the tune. Because your speed gain will be about 80 or 70, give or take. Yeah, you can do Deacon, Newt, Warmaster, Marius, absolutely. That's it, Elo. It's just a numbers game. It is a numbers game. If you can, it's like 30% plus 30% plus 30%. You just need 10%. Boom. Yeah, it's really high. This will be over 400% once I'm done. And it's in 9-piece Slayer, which is very hard to do. Like, keep in mind, this is with an attack amulet. It's not even with a crit damage amulet. Right? It's not even like... He's got a HP ring with triple attack. It's like the worst ring that I could possibly put. I need to check, actually. Do I have a better ring in my mailbox? Slayer. No, I don't. I do have an attack ring, but not a defense ring. So, he's stuck with this ring for a while. We do have this. It's worth it. Didn't roll well. Oh, we got excited. We got excited. We need space. We need to find space. We got excited. That's terrible. We don't need that. Go away. We got excited. Okay, we gotta find it though. Okay, we gotta find it somehow. Where is it gonna be? Here's the feral pieces. Oh, there's some feral in here. Apparently there's some feral I haven't claimed. I think I need to refresh this. There's no feral in here. What is it doing? Okay, where is it? It's the ring. some feral. For some reason there's like feral artifacts, even though... Oh, they are. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Anyway. Okay, then we got that, that, and that. Lots of rubbish sets. Here it is. Okay. Okay. I think that was Shadakin. That wasn't the one I wanted. I need to make more space. What's this? That probably rolls badly. It did. Oh, it's removed everything. Go away. Okay. 91's pretty good for me. 91 is pretty good for me. Let's try this one. No. That was the third one. I shouldn't have really solved that, but it doesn't matter. Where is it? Okay. It's got to be this one then. Yes! Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's find the pony. Yes! Our praise has been answered. Crit damage. Oh, god damn it. Now we're going to have to farm some powder to get it to work. Yeah, whatever. Boom. Oh, come on. You can do better than that. Oh, come on. You can do better than that. I'll do. That one maxed up. Of course it did. Okay, now we need some dust. Oh, we need to make some space first. Okay. That was terrible. What is this song? There we go. Okay, so now we just need to go farm some powder. Here we go. We're leveling up. We're about to beat you. Where's your number? Let's have a look. Where you at? 340. Oh my! You got a lot of defense though. My defense is a lot lower because I got an axie chest. We need powder now. When you got powder. The attack ring's 5-star. The attack ring's 5-star. That's why I haven't bothered with it. Pretty sure. Yeah, the attack, the ring's 5-star, so factions, skinwalkers. I don't think I have a better ring. Yeah, it's the best ring I've got. You'd re-roll the Mario string. I don't know. It's kind of good. Actually, I think I already have. Sorry, no, I think I already have in the bin. I'm pretty sure it's already been re-rolled. I'll double check though. I'm pretty sure I've already re-rolled it Because actually, you're right, I would. Yeah, I've already re-rolled it. That's why. I've already re-rolled it. That sucks. Now I just need to get powder. And I need it to work in one go. Yeah, you can link it to me, Green GB. I really hope I get some more Whisper soon, because I've been trying to get a +4 Whisper, and I'm not getting Whispers out of my Void Shards. I keep getting useless stuff. Sorry, I'm just answering some questions here, so I'm getting just checking a few things. Do you think auto-selling works correctly in the event dungeon, since its auto-selling feature does not have the bottom row gear there? I don't know. I don't use the auto-selling function because I think I don't trust it. I haven't. I need to build probably a stage 30 team, if I'm being honest. Yeah, it's not here that's the problem. It's Sand Devil. It's the problem I'm capped on. It's only Sand Devil I'm capped on speed. Wow, I haven't had a single bit of powder, have I? No, that sucks. Is 5-star defense not better than 6-star which bunch of attack? Well, I get 4,000 health, Alexandros. 4,000 health is more valuable to me than a couple of hundred defense. Because to be honest, he'll kill with crit damage more than he'll kill with defense on his A3, so... it will proc it, yeah, Vu. I wouldn't use Siegfried in Clan Boss unless you absolutely had to. Oh yeah, sorry. I'll show you now. I keep meaning to do that. Yay, 3 powder. Good timing. Come on, one hit wonder. Give me the crit damage. Now. Crit damage. Yes. Yes. Let's just enjoy the moment. It's so close to, like, maximum. It's painful. It's like 7% away. Like, 7% away. Like, seriously. It's like 1 triple away from being perfect. God damn it. Oh, we haven't re-rolled this either. I need to re-roll this in defense, so that'll give us a bit more defense. That's 120. I can re-roll that into defense as well, so that'll give us a bit more. So there's little bonuses we can go hunt. God damn it. Oh, 7%, man. That's annoying. But when I get a soul for him, that'll go up to now 393 plus 38. 431? Why didn't I use an Axie banner? Because I have a triple roll speed Slayer banner in defense, which is rather largely unmovable, if you ask me. Like, the chance of me getting this in a Slayer piece again is impossible. Because he's in full Slayer, right? Like, that's just never going to happen again. I have this now I can use for someone else. It's kind of cool. I have an Axie chest because I've got a lot of crit damage. Mine is built purely for PvP. PvE, sorry. It's built purely for PvE. It's not built for PvP. It's not built for these types of teams. But it can be. You know, I can use it. I just don't. Like, I use this type of team. Let's see how much his A1 can do now. Here we go. Oof, almost took down a Toshiro. Oof. Well, there goes Toshiro. Oh, ho, ho. It's beautiful. Wow. Well, that team died. It wasn't a very good high CVC team. You know what I mean? Is Rathalos A2 code as an AoE for the AoE hits? Yes, it is. Yeah, but the problem is I don't have another Slayer banner, right? So that's the thing. Like, if I want to do it, I'd have to sacrifice this, and this is not worth sacrificing in my opinion. This is still, even though it's not doing exactly like it was before, it's not repeating damage anymore, it's still better than a banner that I could get, right? I mean, I could find an Axie banner here with like speeds. You know, I got some that are quite fast. I got a 23. I got fast banners, that's not the problem. Tell me another chess piece that's defense percentage with crit damage. I don't even have one. Look. I don't have one. So there is no better alternative right now. So, and I think Slayer is too good. But I can't replace this anyway, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't have an actual defense banner. Like, I have defense banners, but these are the options. That, which is not very good. We got this, which could be reworked. Already been reworked. Don't even know why I'm keeping it. Probably should be sold. And we have that, which is never going to be good. Like, even if it goes to 12 and rolls speed, it's probably never going to be good. Just kept it for now because I don't have many, so... I do need to figure out a solution for this. Like, I can run this team on this difficulty most of the time, but it requires me to do this. Right? It works, but it requires me to always click the Tormin, and it assumes I don't 3%, and it also assumes I hit Helm Smasher. Otherwise, this happens, see? If I don't hit Helm Smash in the first hit, now I've kind of lost. Because this is just going to do so much damage to me. But yeah. So that's the only reason why I haven't done this team yet. But I probably need to find a solution for it. I'll probably find something. So... yeah, this Sintranos rotation looks okay. Like, set 19, you got Dithey. It'll be annoying, but you can do it. 18, I got Xena and Nobel. Nobel being buffed is a good addition. 20, pretty easy if you've got an Uko, I think. 21, there's plenty of options. Marius is probably going to hard carry that. These are always quite easy. This one has got Rhodas. It's got, like, Zinogray. I've got so many different options for that. 14 is going to be the nasty one. I'm not looking forward to 14. 13 can be quite difficult as well, but it does have Rhodas, and I feel like Rhodas is always a bit of a win condition. This can be quite hard with new Jingwong as well. But you got Armands, so Armands is going to be able to crowd control that to death. This looks pretty easy. So really, I think the worst one is going to be like probably 19 still and 14. The rest look pretty okay. So I might try to clear it, we'll see. But tomorrow I'll definitely be able to get one of these chests and we'll see what we get. So let's see what we get, you know. Oh, we got another Diana. Nice. I need to make sure I haven't got rid of the other Diana. Where is she? There she is. We'll need to level her in the next training event. To do this, to get Thor, S14 will trip me. Yeah, I think S14 is the hard one. Purely because, like, I can use Baroth, but it's just because damage and CC and stuff, like, it's going to be annoying. But I do have a 3-star Lonotharil, I have a 3-star Deliana, right? There's options. I might bring up a missionary. I should probably bring up a Tatsu for this stage as well, just to sub out one of my weaker ones and use Tatsu. Because she does have a bit of crowd control with sleep and stuff. So 19 will be fine probably with Nazana. And that's just a lot of re-rolling. We'll have a pretty stressful stream trying to do some of them, but it looks okay. Looks okay, you know? So... yeah, the one of them is required Shiromani. It's just impossible to do, you know? So, it really is. Ascended champion. Nice. Right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. That was a successful stream. We rebuilt Marius. We defeated Amius. We gear cleansed a bunch. We forged a bunch, so we no longer have red dots. Marius is getting now king. Look at this. 363. When I get a 4-star soul, I have everything ready. I have it all ready. I'm just waiting. I've got enough materials. I'm waiting for the 4-star for Teox and the 4-star for Marius. That's my goals at the moment. So, but anyway, guys, that's me finishing. Have a nice evening, everyone. I will catch you on Friday. New stream schedule, Tuesday, Friday. We'll see what we got. We'll have to look at the summon rush for Thor. I really don't want to summon anything. So we're going to have to see how... I'm just going to have to see what I can do for the summon rush. It's going to be... it's going to be awkward. But, yeah. We'll see what happens. Anyway. Catch you later, guys. Bye. Wait. I did forget the Garrel. Before I go, my Garrel. Also in Slayer. Ironically, also in an attack crit damage thing. There seems to be a theme. But at least her ring is kind of good. Somewhat. But I don't really have like an attack ring that's worthwhile. Yeah, somewhat. In there. Anyway, I attack. Like, this needs to be reforged into something better. Crit rate, you know, min-max it a little bit more. Currently, alternate form, because that's what we use. 237. Ironically, the same speed as well. I don't really know how I've managed to build exactly the same champions with exactly the same outcomes, but there we go. 6.9k attack, 296% crit damage at the moment, 237 speed. Honestly, probably on the rebuild list now that we've got more Slayer stuff. That will probably be something I look at. It's on the rebuild list. Yeah, it is. There's room. There's room. Very limited, but there is room. So yeah, that's Garrel. I've got her in Heaven Cast because she doesn't debuff. It's a bit of a problem. What you should probably do is run it Heaven Cast, keep her in Form 1 for a bit to play some debuffs. Like do an A2, get a Provoke out. Actually, I should probably do that right now. She should probably be in Nature's Wrath if you run her in Hydra, so you can get a Provoke out, get some debuffs going, and then switch the form. Right, because this on Hydra should proc this maximum straight away. Right. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, 1 A2 into then alternate form should max out Nature's Wrath, and then that is better than Heaven Cast. I think generally everywhere. The only one it'd be better for is like Cruelty if you wanted that, but I feel like that's not really needed with other champions. I feel like you just want more damage, and more damage here, like 8% more damage. It's a lot on a Garrel. If my Garrel does 200 million, 8% more damage is, on a very basic level, 16 million more damage. Should place Provoke 4 times. Yeah, exactly. On all enemies for 1 turn, so therefore that instantly fills this up. I'm going to do it. I think it's better. Masteries wise, I've just got her in like Helm Smasher. You can't really see because I'm in the way. Hang on. That's what I got her in, Helm Smasher. So every time, increase it for every debuff they place successfully. I place 4 debuffs, so I only need to do it once. Oh, you can only place it one per... Oh, I'm tired. You can only place it on one head. I know. Okay, I know. So you need to do it 4 times, but that doesn't mean you can't switch and swap, right? Doesn't mean you can't switch and swap. Yes. You're right. You're right. Okay, I get it. I was thinking on normal waves. It's still probably worth it, though, because you basically do it, switch form, come back for a few times, right? I know it's a bit of a setup, but it's probably worth it. Because it's consistent then. I think. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll leave it there. But that's the Garrel. She's now in Nature's Wrath. The choice has been made. I'm not paying the gems. It is what it is. Anyway. I said 8% of 200 million is 16 million. So if your Garrel does 200 million and you have 8%, that's 16 more million you could have done. So worth it. So yeah. I do like the fact they just totally made her Wolverine for no apparent reason. They just did. Like, she's got a massive flaming mallet. It's like, no, we have to give it Wolverine as well. It's quite funny. Anyway, we're going to leave it there, guys. On the screen of Garrel. Thanks very much. We will be back on Friday. Ciao.